Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live. Streaming Live. Streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Welcome everybody to Friday here on PBKC Live. Oh, look at that! Today is the 1:30 buy-in deep stack event. We do every Friday, one of our best event of the week. We had today 134 players for the event. By the way, I'm your host, Ernest Christian, alongside Alton Boss.
What's up, people?
Alton Bush.
Alton Bush.
Alton Bush.
We'll go with Alton Boss. We'll
Alton
keep it
Boss,
simple.
Alton Boss, yeah. Again, today is the 1:30 buy-in, deep stack, 10K guarantee here. We had 134 players. We were down to what, 30 now, I believe?
27, 28,
Maybe
25,
around
around
there,
that rough
around there,
range.
yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, we have all that going on. So we'll be here. We'll be doing feature to final. So let's get to the action.
Feature table, and we changed the graphics a little bit. I like
Did
it
we?
now. The
Did
names
we?
names used to be on the bottom. Now they're up top. Look at that. A little different.
Oh, you like that?
I like change, you know, because
I like change, but
it breaks the stagnation of things. If everything's the same, it gets boring. Like I was watching one of those poker podcasts, and it was the same repetitive sounds and ching pink, and I'm like, oh, that's just repetitive. You lose its zest. So today I'm going to be a little different.
So if you like change so much, change your name.
I changed my mustache. You didn't even notice?
Looks like a porn stash. Wait, you and the other dealer, Nick, out there.
I know,
have the
Nick.
same thing.
I was trying to, I saw Nick. I was like, you know what? He's not going to be the only one.
Like bunch of damn porn
The
stars.
70s.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Look at that.
What a household name.
Yes, sir. Flymont, man, how y'all doing? Again, get into the chat, of course. Chat with us for the next 2.5, 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, depends how long it goes. We'll be here till the end of this event.
Oh, definitely 4 hours.
Think 4 hours?
Yeah, look at that. Florida Mountain Man jumping right in. Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
My man.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why he doesn't come here and play more often. I mean, how far are you living from here?
He's too good for us.
This is one of the best, this is one of the affordable tournaments that reaps really good rewards. First place is always like $3,000, $4,000. It's one of my favorites. And we have a good hand here. Look at this, folks. Poker. Jacks versus Ace King. Woo-wee.
So we got fireworks already, huh? Potential fireworks, so to say.
Yeah, well, Tony went all in for 29K. Nina's contemplating. And some people don't like the hand Jacks because they get beat a lot. But I think that's a good call.
I gotta get used to this when it have the
Names up top left?
I'm not used to it. It's throwing me off right now.
I did, told you.
All
Here's
in
your
call,
flop.
Nothing.
Safe for Jacks. 4, 8, 9, 6 on the turn.
Still safe.
Dealer's so quick. Rivers an 8, 2 pair.
No
Jacks
drama
and
there.
eights.
There's no drama there, really.
No, he lost the player.
Yeah, just like that.
Hey, look, there we go. Andrew, gotta tell her. Let's box out the cards for everyone to watch at home. She's like, yeah, whatever. 15 minutes away, Florida Mountain Man. Do you play this tournament? I mean, seriously, you should be on the stream.
I don't think I've seen you in like 2 years, honestly. Me, anyway.
Personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got some of the regular faces here. I mean, look at that. Regular people.
You know me. I just drink my water, mind my business.
That's a good way to live life.
Hell yeah, man.
Save yourself a lot of stress.
As you get older, that's all you want.
Drink your water, mind your business.
Yeah.
I think this should be a T-shirt. I love it. I think you just started something there, Ernest.
Maybe. Do my podcast too. Brand it maybe.
You should. You should definitely trademark it.
I mean, I'm on my show a lot of times. I have this water bottle on my show all the time. I'm like on camera with this water bottle here.
Right.
Chugging away.
How many ounces is that?
I think that's 32.
Ha! Mine's 40. 40 ounces.
How many of those you drink a day?
One. At least.
So I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
please. We got all in here, Monty, but I'll ask you a question in just a second. While Matt calls his bet.
Yeah.
Wait for Nina.
And we have the player count right at the top right-hand corner,
Yeah.
29 out of 134.
Right. So I was right. It was 34.
Yeah. No. we said how many people were left in it. We were like 27, 28.
Right.
It's 29 right now, but.
My first answer is 30 though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to.
You went over by $1. You lose. You ever play The Price is Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Monty was about to turn over. He's like, wait. There's still action to be had. Yeah.
Hold your cards, Monty. Hold your cards.
Good save there. Good save, Dave.
My buddy Money Burger there.
Yeah.
I fit this hand every time.
All right, let's see what happens, folks. We have a three-way pod, one player all in, and a flop of 7-5 queen. Monty is all in with Jack 10. Matt has him crushed here with Ace 10. And Phil speculating with Ace 6 of diamonds. No diamonds on the flop. When check to the turn.
4.
Ooh, Phil picked up an open-ended straight draw. But it looks like Matt's going to take this time the bet. Oh, no. Changes his mind. Check.
He's got a flush draw.
River card. King.
Matt takes it down there.
Matt wins. I think Monty is eliminated from our feature table. Son of a gun.
Sorry, Monty, man. Damn. I told him before we started this stream that you gotta pick up the pace, bro. You have a lot of chips left.
Did you wish him well? Did you jinx this mother guy?
Wish him well, of course. He's a good friend of mine. So yeah.
You know, listen. It's just he had like 35K or something like that. It's a hard stack to protect. When you go all in, you're definitely getting called, and you get 2 spots. You got to win. So
I want to ask you a question I forgot.
yeah, you were going to ask a question. What were we talking about? We were talking about water bottles, 40 ounces, once a day.
That's what it was. So I was told that you should whatever you weigh.
Really going by weight now, huh?
No. But this is what I was told.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you believe this or not.
Yeah.
Whatever you weigh, you should drink that half of that. The number in whatever your weight is, half that number in fluid ounces of water a day. So
well, explain that to me,
so
please.
In my case, I'm 205.
Yeah. So 10 ounces of water?
So they said I should drink fluid ounces.
Okay.
Which is I believe is half of 205 is what 102 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You drink at least 100-ish.
100 ounces of water a day.
Fluid ounces.
Jeez.
Fluid ounces.
Do you know how many gallons? Do you know how many ounces a gallon is?
So this is so that's 40 fluid ounces.
Yeah, 40.
So even let me ask you, how much do you weigh?
260 pounds.
So chop that in half, 130, right?
Yeah, that's not enough.
You should drink
double.
No, 3 of these. 3 and then an extra 10.
Right. That's no way.
Do you believe that though?
No way. Too much water. Too much.
There's a lot of things too, especially this era of health and nutritionists, especially on like social media. They say these things, and some I believe, some I don't. You know, who do you believe? Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Hubba.
Well, there's a thing that says follow the pace of nature. Everything goes at its own pace. And,
right.
And you would know that you're drinking too much water if you're pissing white all the time. Like, I think that flushes out too much. I think that's just too much water.
Yeah. You need a balance.
There's definitely got to be a balance. Your body will tell you. I mean, I think a lot of people underdrink enough water. But I don't think people are here to watch us talk about water, though.
This is a question, that's all.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, it's something.
I was just curious what
something to ponder.
Your position is, since we both have water bottles here.
Yeah, that's my point of view. Like, I think 40 ounces is much more than I was drinking previously in the past. I think 40 is a good start. I know some people drink a gallon, which is 64 ounces of water.
Yeah.
That's a lot, in my opinion.
A day?
A whole gallon of water. I don't think you need, I mean, unless you're outside sweating or something like that, I don't think you really need to replenish your body like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there could be a doctor that says something different. Wow, just like that. We went from 29 to 26 players.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, right now we have another 3 tables. 4 tables. 4 tables right now, yeah.
Could be, but we just...
3 now.
They just brought us a new player, so...
They probably broke another table. So
yeah, they must have broken a table.
We have 2 other tables going right now as well. So the future tables are final. Future to final.
I think that's first time I've seen Phil wear a hat. I think he just got that one.
I've seen him wear a hat before.
That hat?
I haven't seen it in a long time, though.
He's sporting a Texas Hold'em, the whole Texas theme going on.
So, tomorrow night, I'm assuming tomorrow night's ladies' night on the stream?
Tomorrow might be. I don't know if it's both the ladies anymore.
Well,
Josh has switched it up. I think Nancy is tomorrow, yes.
And today's Balls Guys.
Bald Guys.
Me and you.
We're the Coneheads. Remember that was a TV show?
Coneheads. It was a movie, too.
It was so good they turned it into a movie.
All in Chad with Ace Jack suited. going to get a caller, right? You got a caller? You got a caller? Ace Deuce suited.
Dominating.
This is going to be interesting here.
It's hearts versus diamonds.
Pretty much.
3 in the window.
Oh, 2 diamonds in the window.
Oh, Jesus. Only a deuce can save him here. Nope.
Ace-Jack holds on.
Yeah. Phil loses, but doesn't get knocked out of the tournament. So, Chad with a nice little double up here. Ace-Jack versus Ace-Deuce. I think it was a suited connector that got him enticed there.
Yep.
Enticed to call. I think I'm going to play some tournament poker this weekend, folks. Guys, everyone out there watching, wish me luck. I need a win-win. It's been a while.
When are you playing?
Probably tomorrow night, or Monday night. There's 2 tournaments I got my eyes on. I wish I was in Vegas. Anyone looking to donate 10K? Invest. Are you superstitious at all? Do you have any like?
No, not really. No.
I know, like if I was playing poker and the hat wasn't winning for me, that hat would go in the garbage. Ooh, little simple poker here. Raise to 12K. Nina with ace-6. She decides to let it go in the big blind, not defending. RJ takes it down with queen high. And in the background, you hear the guys yelling at the dogs. Row, let's go, let's go. How's everyone doing today on Friday? TGIF.
It is Friday, huh?
It is. So a lot of people, the Friday is the weekend. That means the best day because then they have Saturday, Sunday off, and you know the time to relax and enjoy themselves and go do things. That's why it's so exciting, you know, Friday. We're on hand number 7. The blinds are at 2K, 4K, with a 4K big blind ante. And the table's very quiet.
It is quiet. I'm surprised.
No chirpy chirpies. We did lose Monty. But we need like a Rudy on the table or a Steve. Somebody likes to chat it up while they're playing. These people are all focused. Look at them. Quiet. That's a nice little flop here. Everyone's got a piece of it. 3 clubs. Chad's got the ace of clubs. Did Phil move all in? I see the red button there. Nina checked. Phil's all in for 69K. And Chad with ace-jack.
Nina's drawing a straight right now.
Yeah, so is Chad.
Where's Chad?
Yeah.
No, Chad's on a flush.
On a flush draw. I mean, backdoor straight with a queen 10,
Right.
but you're right. Nina's open-ended, I think. I hear what you're saying. Any ace, any 9. So Chad asked for a count. He just doubled up through Phil last hand. Does he want to give back the chips? These are the decisions you got to make. You know, it's not a bounty tournament. In a bounty tournament, you kind of snap call. You want that bounty. But this stage, you just got those chips. You just want to put them back in the pot, chasing on a flush draw. I mean, I give him credit. He does have 1 pair. If it was like a king with the flush draw, maybe if he had ace, king of diamonds, like ace of clubs, king of diamonds, he calls instantly. But he could be worried that he's behind the king, and he's true. Phil does have the king there. Doesn't want to see another card. So the reads are right on. And Phil did a good job protecting his hand by not like slow playing the hand. I like Phil's bet there. Put the person to the test. Apply the pressure. How about the Florida Panthers, baby?
Well, we shall see. Tonight's a big one.
Oh, Chad lays it down. Doesn't decide to chase there. But now Nita, she doesn't chase as well. Phil takes down this pot. Good bet, sir. Good bet. A little risky there, you know? Like, if someone already had the flush, you're doomed. But, because Phil had no clubs in his hand at all.
None.
But he had gusto. Little guts. Timing's key to everything, in life and in poker. Good timing makes you look like a genius.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Had a pair with the ace of clubs.
I know. I think if Chad didn't just win those chips, he might have called that hand. But I think, you know, he wakes up with jacks this hand. So his patience might have paid off. We'll find out. He could have won 2 hands in a row, though. That's running good. If he knocked out Phil last hand and then woke up with jacks this hand, people think he was trying to bully the table. But this hand gets through because nobody has it. Oh, RJ has ace-10, though. RJ's going to come along. I know my boy. he makes that call. Got to know your players. Ace-10 versus jacks. 2 spades. King 4-8. Not a good flop for jacks. I mean, for ace-10 RJ. He checks. No, why are you checking back? You worried about the king? Well, there's another one.
Apparently.
Now you should feel good. Let's see if RJ represents that king here. Nah, he looks like he's going to check. It's a really funny phenomenon here about poker. One king, you're worried about it. When the second one comes out, you're less likely to put that person on a king. It's just so weird. Like, he could still have it. And then Chad decides to go all in. So he knows that RJ doesn't have that king. And RJ was thinking, well, let's see. What do you have called if I pretended like I had the king? And it's interesting.
Blinds it on the 2-4? No.
Yeah, they're still 2-4. I don't think they've gone up yet. One king? It's possible. 2 kings on the board? Nah.
Pretty good.
He got it.
Got Debbie in the box.
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Did a very good job.
She got that teacher look to her, though, you know, like, all right, kids, this is what we're learning.
Settle down, kids.
Am I wrong?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All in.
There's an all-in
All in.
move. New player to the table. He decides this hand's good enough. Ace-8, dead man 10. They're suited.
33.
Dead men tell no tales.
Mm-hmm. Do you own any firearms?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But I am definitely a pro 2A guy.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people should have the right to own their own firearms.
For sure. That's one of the amendments, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we got Leonardo with pocket tens, a good hand to call down with. He has 178K, so this doesn't cost him much. 33K in the pot to see a flip, and he sees it. It's 1 over card. With a flush draw. Let's see what happens on the flop. 3, 6, jack.
That was good. That was good.
9 on the turn. Bingo, bango, bongo,
Bingo, bango.
tens
Bingo,
held
bango.
up.
What did I say? Bingo, bango.
Bingo, bango. Hey, just like that, we lost another player. Straight 3, you're out of there. Poker's so unfair.
I'm telling you.
But, you know, we're not even the money. What's the money bubble? What we got paying out to?
My bubble is 226.
18? How many players?
So 16 players.
16
15.
players?
Paying 15, so 16th is the bubble.
Right. 16 is your money bubble. And just like that, we went from 29 to 22 players. They're dropping quick. We might get to the feature within the hour. Start the timer, folks.
We shall see.
Who's taking bets?
You are.
I tell you, I like the action. We've seen some good action hands. We've already lost a couple players. It's you know, sometimes poker can be really long, slow, arduous,
Grinding,
boring.
grimy,
Yeah,
the
you're right.
whole nine, yeah.
But then when you see flips like that, and boom, you know. Ooh, Nina with kings. I like the way she disguised that raise here. Chad's gonna get himself in trouble.
I like the way you work it. No, dig.
That's what I was thinking. How'd you guess?
I know your head for both balls.
Yeah, bro. You got to get in my head. That's the
Yes.
thing about poker. You really want to get into the head of the
Yeah,
players
it's
that you're
all
playing
grind.
against. Oh, I'm surprised Chad laid that hand down. So I guess because Phil called so quickly, he didn't want to get involved in the pot. You know, Phil's really an actual player.
I like the way you work it. No diggity.
And she went all in here. She's really trying to protect her hand.
You know who sings that song?
And Phil calls. Why? Phil
Is it
calls.
Phil Collins or Phil Collins?
Phil
No,
calls.
no, I asked who sings that song. He said Phil Collins. I'm like, Phil Collins? Or
No.
Phil Collins? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, straight.
7. That's straight?
7 is a straight.
Yeah, it's a straight.
Oh, my God. How did Phil get there? What is going on, folks? That's a craziness I've never seen before. Like, ace 8, he has no business in that flop whatsoever.
But
She goes all in, and he says, hey, no, let's go for it. It's $130. Let's do it. Doesn't make any sense.
I like the way you work it.
Who sings it?
Oh, you don't know who sings it?
I don't know.
Oh, Blackstreet.
Okay.
Teddy Riley and Company.
There you go. Some people have good like trivia knowledge like that. That stuff doesn't float in my.
I'm that guy.
I'd be the worst guy in like
Really?
Jeopardy.
Really?
I'd be like,
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know.
I'm good at Jeopardy. Anything involving sports, music,
Uh-huh.
and history.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I don't know. Listen, I don't know why that knowledge doesn't stay in my head. I just don't. I was bad with names too. Like I used to be a bartender. I could remember your drink. Face could not remember your name. Does not stick. Everyone was captain. Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing, chief?
Yeah.
It's just the same people.
Like,
over.
excuse me, what's your name again? Huh? What? Huh?
Right. I just told you it was Phil. Oh, Phil? I don't remember.
Phil Collins? No.
Yeah, Phil Collins.
Baba Yaga. I like that name. Is that how you pronounce it? Baba Yaga?
Yeah, Baba Yaga from John Wick, the boogeyman. I don't know if the boogeyman wears glasses. That's all I'm saying. just kind of say, if he popped up in my bedroom with glasses on, I wouldn't be so scared.
Right.
I'd be like, "You want a book, bro? You want to?" Phil Collins is so funny though. What kind of?
love Phil
He's got an accent. What kind of accent is it?
He's English.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But he speaks when you hear him speak, like very heavily. But his songs sounds like he's American.
Yep.
Like he's English.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel it calling in the air tonight.
I'm a massive Phil Collins fan.
No doubt.
Yeah. Top 5.
Doo-dum, doo-dum,
artists.
doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum.
Top 5 artists for me all time.
You know who just received the award? Bon Jovi for
what?
for like 100 billion downloads or something.
Really?
Billion with a B.
Wow.
It's crazy. That song, My Life or something.
It's my life, now or never. I am not the biggest Bon Jovi
I can tell
fan.
though you just made that comment.
I do like. Well, I tell you what. Their album "Slippery When Wet" when it came out in '86.
Yeah.
Great record. Production's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a like. I like some of the music, but I'm not a huge fan.
Okay. I think it's good vibes.
It's good vibes. Were you a big Bon Jovi guy growing up?
Not really, no, not necessarily. I mean, that wasn't that kind of thing. I mean, more so now. But,
So
you know,
'86. You've been what?
there. Hold on a second. There are your payouts. You can see on top, first place is 3,752, and in ninth place, so 339 is a big jump between the payouts. So 9 spots. But what was the question?
So in '86, that album came out. I was 6. How old were you?
In '86?
Yeah. So how old are you right now?
I'm 52.
So you got you got me by 8 years.
Okay.
So you were 14 when the album came out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's correct. Good math. 72
Yeah.
times 14 is
Yeah.
86. Yes, sir. Right, and I don't remember any of that stuff. Like, I mean, I wasn't listening to music.
I'm a nerd.
At 14 years old, I was out 3 in the morning, lollygagging, going to clubs and stuff like that.
At 14?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You were that kid?
I was a big boy. I was working in a nightclub at 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah, that's how big I was.
Were you paying taxes at 15 years old? No, probably not.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My first job was when I was 12 years old. I started working. At 15 years old, I was the manager of a sub restaurant called All American Hero.
Get the hell out.
I was
Are
a
you serious?
manager, not just
Is
an
that even
employee.
legal?
Yeah. Here's a funny story. So when I applied for the job, I wrote that I was 16 years old. The guy hired me, right? A friend of mine applied at the same time. I got hired. He didn't. A week later, he goes to the manager, goes, "This guy's only 13 years old." And the manager goes, "He's a good worker. I don't care."
Yep.
He tried to get me fired
Sure.
because he wanted the job. Is that bad? It's terrible, right?
It's
What
terrible.
a friend. Robert Neal, if you're listening, buddy, I remember that story.
Is he still around, you think?
Robert Neal became a firefighter and just retired. Just retired from the fire department like a year or 2 years ago. So he lives up north somewhere, past Stewart. I don't know where he lives.
In Florida.
Yeah, he's still in Florida. He was from New York. Him and his sisters, Dana and Nicole.
It makes sense why he's a jerk.
He's a New York boy.
And for the record, I can say that because I'm a New Yorker. So
He was 2 years older than I was too.
I'm from Brooklyn, so I can say that.
Okay. Brooklyn's in the house, or was.
As we sip out waters here.
As you hear the clanks of their thermoses.
And Chad raises. Oh, RJ raises, rather. Ace-5.
Yeah, RJ's aggressive. I like his style.
Yeah.
It's a balance, though. But you can be too aggressive. You really got to know how to pepper that. Like, he won with Queen High. It was Queen 6 versus A6. And you got to pick your spots, and he's gotten much better at it. But sometimes you just got to know when to pump the brakes. So far, he's doing good, though. Accumulating chips when you don't have to see a flop is really a good skill to have. Or you can just do Phil's thing, have 1-8 and just go runner for straight.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. The hand still doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. King 5 on the dealer button. Raises the 17K. I like it, but here comes somebody. We can't see their whole cards defending from the small blind. And Nina gets out of the way with a dirty diaper, 3 deuce. So we're heads up to a flop. Baby Yaga is in position. Not too bad of a flop. Queen, 9 jack. See what Matt does here. I'm pretty sure he's going to check out of position. There it is. No, C-bet, my friend. C-bet. Don't worry about the call. Oh, picks up some more outs here. An ace on the turn. Well, Matt looked down at his chips. That's a telltale sign he's going to bet. And Baba Yaga gets out of the hand. Does go for the draw. Here's the thing about C-betting when you C-bet. It's called a C-bet for a reason. You lay the bet. Someone checks to you. You're supposed to continuation, regardless if you get called, raised, or some of those above. You're supposed to continue there, representing a story that you have ace-king on that flop, and hopefully the player folds, but whatever. I mean, it's early stages of the tournament. I won't criticize the play too much. Would that just criticize?
Slightly. A
Just
little bit.
Just
Slightly.
a little bit saying, you know,
A little bit.
not what I would have done. Oh, is that a little country there?
14. Say again?
Song.
Not really.
Oh.
Not on purpose anyway.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I got the country vibe. You hear Beyonce's country song?
Some of them pretty good, actually.
Beyonce's country?
The album. The song is the
Really?
album, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good. Pretty decent.
No, I just heard the Texas Hold'em song, and I wasn't.
You like it?
I thought it was gimmicky. If you want to hear my
Gimmicky?
gimmicky, my personal opinion.
I respect that.
I mean, I love her as an artist, and I think she's a great talent, great voice. But the song itself didn't really. And I'm a fan of Texas Hold'em, so I mean, you think I would like it? Ooh, Chad wakes up with pocket kings. That's my new voice now. I get overexcited, but I don't know why.
You get excited with the cadence.
I trained myself to a little so I don't give away any information. Nice size raise to 14K, but it doesn't look like he's going to get maybe Phil with threes. Yeah, Phil's thinking about it. Why not? Ace-8 was good, so see if he can spike it. He's going to re-raise. Bad timing, all in. This is the miracle of raising with kings. Phil trying to take down the hand. Snap call. There's no decision to it. Let's see who gets lucky, folks. Pocket threes versus pocket kings. Drum roll. King in the window for a set. So it's king, ace, trey. They both flopped the set. If the money didn't get in pre-flop, it definitely would have got in on the flop. But ace, king, 8. So a set of kings holds his hand up. Wow. Easy come, easy go, Phil, right? And Nina's like, yeah, lose them chips. You see Nina? Nina's like, what the hell? You're giving away my chips.
You just got them.
I know. It's interesting though. If the hand went down a little slower on that flop, they're just all getting in all the way. What's the best viewers on what? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
What? Were you even censored?
Probably sit down.
I don't know. I saw the king before I saw the 3.
Went this way.
Chadson with the healthy stack now after that double up.
Yep.
248K. That is a final table stack for sure. Baba Yaga, Queen Jack. I like this hand, but RJ with queens. Matt, again, his hand is not being read. Nina gets out of the way. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, wait, on here?
No, I'm in the phone. See? It's
Yeah.
low on the phone.
Is it really?
I got it on cranked on high. You should be able to hear it on the phone. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely hear it.
Good. I want to hear myself.
Do I need to shout?
Shout.
Shout.
This is a song, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. All right, RJ went all in with 101K.
Tears for Fears did that song.
That's a see.
And then Disturbed.
Look at you, with
Disturbed
trivia.
Disturbed covered. Yeah, Disturbed covered it. Music, none, I can't help it.
So Matt's contemplating making a call here. Looks at the clock. Do I gamble? Nope. RJ's going to take down this pot. Does not get his queens cracked. Made a good play here. Sometimes you want to see a flop when there's multiple players in the hand. You don't want to see a flop. So an all-in bet's good there. If someone has ace, king, or jacks, maybe they give a call and you go on showdown. So I like the play. It's solid. I mean, you don't get max value, but still at the same time, your hand doesn't get beat. So at this early stage is a good thing to do. Got Justin in the box now. Multi-talented, both a player. Used to be a dual floor. Now he's just a dealer. I think he does real estate on the side. I don't know. I don't know what his bio is. We should have a bio for dealer. Man, we've seen some action on this table already. I like it.
Which means it's probably going to tighten up as we get closer to the final.
That's true. Your flop is 7, 4, 6. RJ hits a pair, bets out. And then we get an all in from Philly here. He's got a pair with the redraw to a 5 for a straight. He's going to take advantage of it. See if RJ really likes his hand. 7 deuce. RJ kind of smiled because he knows he got himself a little trouble there.
If you're crazy, I'm more crazy.
He said, you're crazy, but I'm more crazy. That's what he just said.
I'm more crazy.
I'm more crazy. You crazy, but I'm more crazy. And the interesting thing about a $130 buy-in is that some people play looser than they would like a $500
Yeah.
buy-in because he makes the call. There he is. That's a good call. I mean, only a 5 really, or an 8, I guess, can help them there. They're out there on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9's no good, and a jack doesn't help Philly. So our boy Phil has been eliminated.
I just knew you didn't have the fucking same.
Even if I go out.
And Nina made a comment. I think that's because she's like,
I feel more crazy and more crazy.
you should never took my chips, man. You gave it to everybody else. I hate you.
Is this water? Is this regular water? You haven't touched it.
Still got 22 left.
Yeah. 19. Oh, no. We're on hand number 19. That
Yeah, close enough.
was funny.
I told my team, but the way he was playing, you might have the 6
Thank you guys for taking.
or the deuce.
Enjoy some of my money.
She's still a little bitter. You can tell. You can just tell the comments, you know. And that happens, though, when someone doubles up on a hand that shouldn't randomly happen. And then
I guess like a sailor.
They just watched the Kings vs. Threes hand.
oh, you heard our voices at Kings versus Threes. A hand.
Yep.
They're like, oh, yeah.
I have to protect my hand, man.
They're at chip leaders right now. Leonardo with 256. Chad right behind him, 236. RJ, the third place, 216. And Matt with 193. Those are a lot of big stacks. A lot of chips on this table.
The one what?
Queens. What do you have? I jam it because I don't like queens. I always lose it.
They thought that one. I think that what they heard a scream was it was the straight hand that beat Nina. That's the comment because that's when I got loud. They thought it was the threes versus the kings, but tens for Nina. She's all in. Let's go, honey. Get back into this game. Only 9K, so she's probably gonna get 2 callers.
21.
Leonardo trying to isolate. He raises the 21.
Yeah.
Chad with king 3 in the small blind. He folds. Baba Yaga in the big blind.
Bobby Yaga.
He makes the call. Okay.
Baba Yaga.
Oh, yeah.
He said Bobby.
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 Baby.
Bobby.
I'm sorry.
Ace jack. For sure.
Okay, so Nina's in the middle here,
In the middle.
and you have an outside pot. And your flop is nice for Nina. 4, 10, 9. All in from Baba Yaga. And Leonardo with Jack 9.
You ever had Babalu? Babalu.
I remember Babalu. So 10s, 7s. And can you believe this, though? The side pot's going to go to Leonardo. 7s,
DiCaprio?
Leonardo DiCaprio just decaprinated a player. It was an interesting play, though. That
Right timing.
Nina triples up, but the side pot goes to the chip leader. So how about that? And Baba Yaga is no more. And maybe that nickname goes away as well.
You like it? You're not a fan?
You know, if you're menacing and you're like dressed all in black, then you can go with it. Like you were actually going to kill somebody, and I would probably be afraid to say that. Then go with Baba Yaga. But if you're playing poker and you used that name before and have not won a tournament, I would ex-nay the nickname. Hey,
That makes sense.
okay. That's all. This is whatever.
You're so mean.
He's gonna watch this later on. He's gonna probably give me his 2 cents when I'm dealing downstairs.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
definitely will get you downstairs.
he's like, what are you talking about, man? Why you always got something to say?
What's up about Willis?
Do you not like me? I thought we were friends.
We are. That's why you said that.
Pretty much.
It's one I'm friends with. I feel more comfortable saying these things too. That's what I was saying.
When I talk on a lot of the times on my philosophy on streaming is that This is entertainment purposes, obviously. You know, there's no,
Did you call H-Deuce?
you're not going to learn anything. But I do throw in some information that could help you become a better player, if that's your interest. You know, like I'm always trying to improve myself as a player. Got to be another 20 years I'm playing poker, you know, and I always want, if you're not trying to improve yourself, you get stagnant, you get dull, you make mistakes. Hey, look, new players are coming to the table. I guess we're down to 18, so 9 and 9, 2 full tables. We're halfway to the feature final. That's my philosophy, that's all. You know, I mean, I'm here for a good time. I enjoy poker. Both.
For a good time, not a long time.
That's right, you know. The game itself, it's fun. It's entertaining. Sometimes stressful, a little like you put a lot into it, and sometimes doesn't give you the rewards. But if you can wrap your head around it, it's just a game, and you should enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, you're not doing it right. Does that make any sense to you?
Makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense to me. Absolutely.
I saw his street. Oh, that's the worst.
Like there was a time in my life that if I had like a big pair like tens and someone got it in there with like Jack 5 and they went runner and you get so frustrated, like why'd you call? How'd that happen? You know, like there was a time you get a little angry inside, but not anymore. If you want to put your chips in and you get lucky, that's your, you know, it's your hand. Yeah, exactly.
Steven. Somebody came 177.
You sure?
177. That's our boy Andrew, another commentator, also helping on the production side today. We got 3 of the best in the production. You got Ron. You got is it Trevor?
Trevor.
Yeah, and Andrew. Without those people, we didn't have these numbers in front of you. Here are the chip counts. New chip leader Carlos, 314K. Leonardo right behind him with 290,000, and Chad in third place with 233,000 chips. Let's not forget about RJ, 216. Very close race. I mean, you look at the top 5. 3, 290, 230, 216, 211. And Nina, who just tripled up with 36K, still in the tournament. Hope and a prayer. Living on a prayer. Bon Jovi.
Take my hand.
Did you see that gas pump one? Did you see the guy? There was a show. Then if you sing the karaoke song, and the guy was at the gas pump and it was "Living on a Prayer," and he sung the whole thing and he got like $200. It was funny. And he got his wife to sing too. You never saw that one? I got to pull it up for you.
I might have seen it before.
It's a black guy singing and he's singing. He knows all the song. He knows the lyrics. He goes, "I know the lyrics to that song."
I love when the black guy sings that. He better be a big fan of rock music. He knows that song. I know that song.
I know the song.
You just sat down.
Of course, I'm the wrong black guy to test on that one. I know everything because of music.
Yeah.
Every genre. Country, not so much, but
Right.
rock and pop and hip hop.
Popping and locking?
Pop and rock.
That's a dance, right?
Four times.
Yeah, we know what that's pretty good. He just said it as a joke, but we haven't seen anyone get penalties in these tournaments. That's good. People obeying the rules.
That's good to see, right?
Yeah, you gotta have rules, otherwise there's chaos.
That's right.
One round penalty. So there's a funny Daniel Negreanu's in the World Series of Poker. He's in the tournament. Here's a scenario. It was small blind, big blind. He's in middle position. He raises the 5K. Someone on the button raises it to 13,000. The person on the button who's 13,000 sees a small and big blind fold, so he mucks his hand without
action. Right?
Daniel hasn't acted yet.
Right.
So he mucks his hand with 13K. Daniel has 5K in there. Daniel wants to act, doesn't. The floor comes and gives a ruling because the hand is mucked. He only loses 5,000 chips instead of 13. What's your belief on that?
Where did that happen?
The player, Daniel raises.
Where?
Oh, World Series of Poker.
This is the count call. This is where
Is that on the player to know what's going on?
Yeah, my
and
opinion.
There was no angling there either, right?
Right. No,
That's on you, man. Sorry.
Right. He bet 13K on the button, folds his hand because he didn't see.
Players need to be held more accountable.
Right.
Well, it's my opinion. This is my opinion.
Right. They said he only loses 5K because that was what's put in the pot. It wasn't called. I'm like, give me a break. How does he save $8,000 there? 8,000 chips. Anyways, hand number 3. The blinds have gone up. They're 3K, 6K.
It's better that.
Metal is not great for the.
I probably would have declared that differently.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, you can't. You got to pay attention. What's going on?
Daniel Negreanu was livid about it, but, you know, that's a ruling. Once a ruling, the floor, in fine print, the first page, it says whatever floor's ruling stands, and that's what you got to live by. I mean.
Is it here?
Yeah, this is a video.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Thought about it. A little stronger.
You're just trying to get gas, and TV talks to you. You're kind of like, what?
I can't thank you enough for doing that.
Oh, just pay for your gasoline. I thought he got $200 as well, but.
Sorry, oh, but it didn't go.
No, I know that song. That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's great.
Not a bad voice, too.
Oh, my God, it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
He sounds better than John.
And that's without even music. That's just karaoke. I mean, it's a cappella.
Is that his wife in there?
His wife's in the car, yeah. She's like, what's going on?
I gotta be honest with you. He
Yeah.
sounds better than John Bowie himself.
You're funny. Oh, my God, Chad with Pocket Kings again?
Oh, my God.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Deja vu. Ah.
Yeah, he got a double up from Phil with ace with pocket threes versus kings. Now he's got the sunglasses on. He raises, and this time Leonardo just flat calls with queen 10 of clubs. Here's your flop, buddy. Ooh, full house. Check, baby. Check. Check. Hopefully it goes club, club. Check, baby. You got a set of kings. Check. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Turn card.
Club.
Club.
Oh, no. That's it. That's all she wrote. He's not getting any more money out of Leonardo. Queen high. You can bet all you want. Just end the hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I still would have checked there. Even though, I mean, you're trying to build the pot, I still would have checked there, and hopefully Leonardo would have bluffed on the river. See, Leonardo has an easy pass to get off the hand. He's just taking his time, pausing for table image. Like, I'm not a pushover kid. I'm second in chips here. Don't be trying to play with me. But there's no call in my book I can ever see happening, so. Ooh, he's giving him a stare down, though. Ushka, ushka. How dare you bet? How dare you? He was just, acting a little strong there, like he's got a tough decision. But queen high clubs, easy fold. Chad picks up a hand with a hand, full house. Good thing for Leonardo, he didn't want to use his chip stack to an aggression, try to steal the hand there. So that would have been a bad time. My boy Don in seat number 1. Don's an active player. I love him. His energy. He's a table talker. I never played against him, but it would be fun. I think it would be fun.
This team got it. Nothing? Nah. Man, with king, queen, offsuit.
It's a hand I play.
Of course.
It's a hand I'd play.
Would you raise there? Or would you?
I definitely raise. The cutoff and the button, I definitely raise. The interesting part about limping in with a hand, there are very few times you should limp in a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
One of the times you limp is when you're in early position and you have an aggressor to your left.
Right.
Right.
Your left,
right.
stage left.
Stage left, right. When you know a person's going to re-raise you and you don't give away your strength of your hand by just flat calling there, or not, because that's what raises indicate. It's just telling people I have a strong hand here.
Mm-hmm.
Dom with the straight draw now. 10. No, he has a straight. Sorry. They both have 2 straights on the board here. Looks like a chop pot unless someone folds. It's 10, 8, 9, 7. And Leonardo and Dom both have a 6 for the bottom end of a straight. A jack would be the higher straight. So if someone represented this straight, like if they bet and you could possibly make someone believe that you have a jack. Well, now Dom's hand improves the trips. I'm just kidding. He's still got it straight. It was a call, and he turned over his hand before the call went through, and it's a chop pot. And Dom's happy with that. At least he didn't have a jack. You know, when you put your chips in.
I would hope so.
Yeah, no, you put your chips in, and someone says call, you're like, oh, shit, he's got a jack for a higher straight. And the nut straight would actually be jack queen if people didn't know the Captain Obvious here. I got the nuts. No, we go for quads because the board paired on the river. See, people don't understand that when they say something like that. Quad 9s was the nuts. I know. God.
New dealer. Is that
Well,
you?
What?
Giovanni? New dealer?
New dealer, yeah.
Is that Giovanni?
Mm-hmm. Sweet. He was coming into work today. He looked like I felt. He was like,
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I'm with you, buddy. So hot outside.
Yeah, it's hot inside too for a little bit.
18 players still.
Didn't work? Didn't sneeze? No?
False alarm. I felt a sneeze
Fake
coming on.
news.
Mm-hmm. Again, the table's very quiet. Normally, Don's more chatty. I think maybe he's waiting for the final table to start chatting it up. Wow. No, it's just hand for hand, quick.
No, I know.
Yeah, I thought it was final table.
That's
but
what I was saying. I was like,
yeah, that sounded quick. Small blind versus the big blind, and the chip stack. Leonardo bets and takes down this pot. Put your chips to use, my friends. That's what they're there for. Chad's interesting. He's got sunglasses, puts them on sometimes, not wearing them now. I think you're either a all-the-time sunglass guy or you're not. No in between. No wobbling, folks. In between. Do it all the time or no time at all. Hand number 27. Blinds are at 3,000, 6,000. What are the payouts? Good question. We had him up there a few minutes ago.
paying a top 15.
Correct. 15 spots get paid. First place, $3,752. We didn't enter them. Right? We can't do the payout
No.
thing. Right? Yeah, we
No.
didn't enter them.
Yes, they flash it.
12,000.
Which I'm sure they will. They did it once already.
Yeah. They'll come back again. Oh, RJ now with Kings. They skipped Chad. RJ looking confused.
Raise.
Nice little raise. I like that.
36,000.
We don't know what Leonardo's hand is. Wants to know how many chips he has. RJ put his hands up like, please don't shoot. Here's a telltale sign, though. When a player acts like they're weak, they're strong. Wake up, people. All right, look at that. Leonardo folds the hand. And RJ kind of disgusted with that fact. He was trying to act like he was weak. Chad put the sunglasses back on. In the big blind. There are your chip counts, yeah. Carlos, chip leader on this table. A lot of chips in play. Nina holding on with 3 big blinds, 21K. Your blinds are at 3,000, 6,000. Kings again? What is this, like 7 times in a row?
That's crazy.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, he is returning the cards, right?
Is the dealer shuffling them? That's the question, right?
That too.
Well, you want everyone to have a little piece of the taste of the Kings. You know, Chad's had him a couple times. RJ just had him last hand. Now Matt's got him this hand. Nina, small stack with pocket 8s. This is a hand she should get busted. She folds, though. That is patience. That's a hand I would definitely be knocked out of the tournament if I didn't hit an 8. I mean, I'm sorry. I got 3 big blinds. I'm all in with pocket 8s. Nina showing some discipline there. Didn't like the raise. She knew she was facing at least 2 overcards. And Kings just picks up the blinds again, just like last hand. No value, Town. No value. There you payouts, as requested.
37.52 first place, 23.19 second, 16.74 third, 12.30 fourth, 9.20 fifth, 6.99 sixth, 5.47, 4.25 eighth, and then ninth is 3.39. Not bad.
No, not bad at all. Remember, it's 130 buy-in, so even if you bought 2 bullets, 260, 9th place, you're still making a return on investment, ROI. You're making some money, but first place is always a nice payout for this tournament. All right, Matt, just after that, had Kings, has pocket 5s. Going for 2 in a row. Let's see what he does here.
Raise 12,000.
Raise it up. Mid-click to 12. I think the raise size should be a little higher, but, you know, each his own. Everyone folds quickly to the small blind. Chad looks down 7-4, folds it. Carlos, who's our chip leader on this table, 10-8. He's going to play to defend for 6K more. And Steve with ace deuce of diamonds makes it a 3-way. Here's your flop. 9 Jack King. Really good floor flop for Carlos. Open-ended. Double gutter, I should say. Checked around. Queen. Oh, or 6. Still a good hand. I think Carlos should have actually put the pressure there and bet. I mean, I know he's waiting for the straight, but
Check
now.
Matt with a check mark there. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Matt's going to win the hand with a pair. So everyone checked. They're just being really cautious. And 5s are good. You could have stole that hand there. Check, 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 check. Could have stole it. Stole it. Hard to make a pair sometimes. And a straight and a flush through. Wow, we went from 29 to 18 real quickly. Now we're at 18 for a little bit here. Like you said, it's going to slow down.
Tighten up a little bit. Bring the money.
Look at that first place, though. $3,752. And we pay you cash. Someone's playing Hotel California.
Yeah.
What a classical good song there. Dom with ace king. Raise. 18,000. I guess people have tightened up because we're 3 away from the money, so maybe everyone's noticing that. The action was really good earlier. Now it's all like seized up a little bit. Do you have a favorite song that gets you in the mood?
What kind are we talking about here?
I'm in any mood, like whenever you want to get hyped, you're about to work out or do something, you know?
Good question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs that have that good mood. But again, because it depends on what movie you're talking about. Talking about hype moves, like hype.
Hype, yeah.
It's a lot. Jeez, I got to narrow it down.
Do you remember I told you that when I used to box, I used to have that one song before I get in the ring?
What was it?
I'm going to play it for you real quickly. Nina all in. I'm going to play it for her, too. Just have to get through this ad.
Oh, that was me. That was you.
Ace Jack suited, all in for 21K. There he goes.
Oh, jump around?
Let's go, Nina.
Back it up, back it in. Let me begin.
Yep. Jump around. Jump up, and get down. All right, 3 players in the hand. She's got 2 callers. She's being dominated by Matt, though, ace, queen of diamonds. She needs a little bit of luck. Let's send her some luck, folks. Come on, Nina. 2 hearts. Not good, really. 5, 4, 9. Check, check. Turn card. 9. Still no help. Check, check. Down to 13%. Ooh, she spikes it, folks. Give her some love. That's what I'm talking about.
Hit it. Wow.
That is poker, folks.
2 outer?
2 outer. Yes.
Wow.
I'm back. I'm back. I knew it. I had a feeling.
No, there's no hand down to the end.
He doesn't have to show his hand. Him.
Everyone's supposed to turn over the hands when a player is all in the tournament. That is correct. One of the players just said that. Oopsies.
Whatever you tell me right now, my friend, I don't believe it.
No, that's what I say. Every time I hear something different, like,
That's them.
Do you know why we do that rule? You know why we do that rule, right?
what's the main problem?
Everyone turns over the hand at the end.
Nice one.
No collusion.
Correct. So that way, the one player doesn't fold the best hand, so another player stays in the tournament. That's correct. That's collusion. Nina's back in this tournament, folks. She was down to, what was it, 9K at one point? And she's back up. She just tripled up, 21, so she's got like 63. RJ with Jacks. RJ, JJ. He bets 22,000. Our blinds have gone up there, 4,000, 8,000. Carlos right behind him. No, Chad's right behind him. Chad and Carlos are both in the hand. Chad has king, queen. He lets us go. That's a hand I would have played. Interesting. But he knows Carlos is right behind him, so maybe it's a good fold. Carlos makes the call for 22,000. Steve folds king 10 of clubs. Matt folds right behind. Nina with 6-5 gets out of the way. She's in the big blind, but does not need to defend here. So we're heads up. 2 big chip stacks. You can see in the top 206 versus 283. They're both their stacks after the 22K in the pot. And here's your flop, folks. 7, queen, ace. Carlos a little deceptive. Checks his ace there. Went check, check.
30,000.
Checking a fold. RJ shows his jacks. Doesn't lose any more money after that pot. And that's why people don't like jacks. Godsmack is a song that someone likes.
I stand alone here.
Yeah.
So, I stand alone inside.
I love that you have this knowledge, man. I love that you have these information.
I saw them once with Metallica.
Oh, yeah?
Good, yeah, Open Metallica, 2004.
You're a concert goer, huh? You
Big
like?
time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I'm going to see Janet Jackson next month.
Yeah, she's still performing.
Oh, she's killing it. Still.
Jeez.
Still killing it. Hell, Madonna's still performing. She's older than she is.
Madonna's got some elixir, though. I've seen her. She's like 80 years old, and she doesn't look it at all.
Yeah, she's 65, I think, right now, 66. Then I'm going to see Megadeth in August with Mudvayne, and then I'm going to see Korn in September.
Your concert tour with Ernest, guys. Join him.
Join me at the amphitheater.
All of them at the amphitheater?
Yeah, all
Wow.
three
Okay.
there, yeah.
Cool. You got like season tickets or something?
No,
I mean-
no.
Oh, okay.
I almost did get the passes though. I thought about getting the passes.
You should, right? You saving
I
enough
should. But
money?
the thing is, I don't know. The problem is, I don't know how many shows I can come to every year because of I got family and you still got to find babysitters and all this stuff.
Right.
My wife and I did say that we would consider it next year. We'll see.
And it's always like flop lag. Like the last hand, RJ had jacks. And
I
now
hate
the-
that. Don't you hate the flop lag?
I hate flop lag. It's the worst. It's worse than jet lag. It's terrible. It means you're this close to having a really good hand. RJ with 10 high takes his pot down. Dom had 6-5, so somehow he knew he was good, and even though he was bluffing, still had the better of the two hands.
Yeah, everybody.
Tell him we'll chip in.
Everybody okay? You okay with the 10 bucks?
So somehow we dropped down to 16 players. We're on the money bubble instantly, and they've already talked about putting in $10 for the money bubble. And so far we had no objections. So
Ain't on us. $10. I don't know who
I hear that.
I understand that.
We don't agree.
Ernest, someone says you're too young to know that.
No poker edit.
I wish you luck.
I mean, that's cute, though. I mean, you guys understand I'm like 44 years old.
Cute. That's cute.
I mean, I look like I'm 25. I get it. But yeah.
They're still talking about putting $10 for each player, so at least the 16th place gets $160, which is like their money back. It speeds up the game. It's always nice to do. There's always one person that says, "Nah, I don't want to do it." Not always, but sometimes there's one person that says, "I don't want to do it," and that's when one person says no. Then you shut down the conversation and move on. No big deal. $150, $160 is not going to change anyone's life. So right now, folks, we are hand for hand. That means this hand, this table, will play one hand. The other table will play one hand. And the completion of the hand will start the next hand. But you have to wait till both tables are on the same time. Do you know why they do that, Ernest?
Do what?
Hand for hand?
I know why. I'm trying to find the right words to say it. So it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair. You know, if someone goes, so people will stall hands.
Stall, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's something that happens at one table. There's the jacks again. What the?
Damn, Jack.
King 7 versus 9-4. King high. Oh, 9. Dom just hits a pair. And they went check, check. So Dom's going to win this hand. Dom with the check mark. Bets out 10K. Shows them the 9. Doesn't matter. Same results. Either way. Yeah, hand for hand is just so the fact that a player can't, with a short stack, like stall and wait. And they just, it slows down the game, but it speeds up the game. When you take 2 minutes off the clock and you make, that way someone doesn't wait like 10 minutes to play a stupid hand. So.
Right? $10. Come on.
If you do get an all-in in the call and you finish your action, but then wait to actually run it out.
On the mic, that's Joey Dolan's our tournament director. Doing a fantastic job running our tournaments here.
It's not even like, don't even torture yourself with a good hit.
Can I fold without looking?
So I didn't see any money come out of anyone's pocket, so I guess they're not paying the bubble.
No.
Someone said no to that deal.
No. And they were a hand for hand. We'll see how long it goes, but we'll see.
It might be a while.
Could be.
I've actually been in a tournament, a really big tournament, and no one wanted to bust because of the pay jump. You know, the mid cash was like $2,500, $33,000, and it went 2 hours. It was a hand for hand. The small blinds always doubled up. It was forever. It was like, come on. And it's funny in a tournament like that when the small blind goes all in. Like, you don't want to root for someone to get knocked out, but you do. You're like, come on, buddy, bust.
Yep.
This is Sean, by the way. He gave us the names. A lot of people don't do it. So I don't know. Which Sean are we talking about?
Oh, it is Sean. What's up, Sean? I know who it is. I know who it is. I know who it is.
Oh, okay.
I knew who it was before, actually, honestly.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It took me a little while to remember. It's like, oh, it is Sean. What up, Sean?
And everyone knows that I'm Oaks Poker.
Now, that being said, I'm a little disappointed. Like, you know me, Sean, a long time. You still spell my name without an A. What is wrong with you, brother?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Ernest.
I hope somebody else on that table does
Get the thing right, dog.
Well, Sean, thanks for joining us today on a Friday, watching the stream. While Ernest shows us what he's
Ernst,
watching.
like out of E. E-R-N-S-T. Ernst.
Hey, sometimes I type really fast, and I don't mean to do that, you know? Oh, don't tell me. Remember remix tapes?
Remix tapes.
Those are the best in the days, man.
I actually made a mix yesterday. I made it home.
Oh, you got one of those?
I found this is weird. I found a DJing thing for phones. You can do a DJ set for iPhones. I just tried like a little trial run yesterday on that. It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah? Okay, fun. I remember when you used to like a girl, you used to make a mixtape. You used to actually put the songs together.
That's how I feel about you, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Play
it's true.
a little R&B.
I don't know what to say. I can't say the words, but here, try this.
Play a little Keith Sweat.
RJ from the bun calls 8K. Chad, but ace 10 suited. It's 18,000. He makes the call. No, he raises it. He bumps it up to 22. Carlos, a chip leader with 351K, did not defend in the big blind. So heads up, RJ versus Chad. And Chad's on his phone texting somebody. Look at me. I'm playing poker. But a dink. 9 ace jack. Another ace for Chad. RJ's not getting a break. You know, there's two big hands he's had. 2 aces always on the flop. He checks back. RJ needs a queen only for the straight. Deuce here. Chad bets out, and this is probably the end of the hand. RJ's not a fan of chasing, which I like, though. I like his discipline here. I mean, some people like to chase. I'm not a chaser myself either.
Do you drink a chaser, though, if we need to?
Drink a chaser, yeah, when you have a shot and a chaser. No, I'm a straight shot. I'll take it straight. Chasers.
Oh, yeah. The amount of girls I dedicate to Casey and JoJo all my life is unreal. Dude, that's like the go-to. Like, if you're over, like, say, 35 years old, whatever, that's always the go-to song to win back a girl or trying to get with a girl. And that song's about 25 years old now, 26 years old.
Probably.
So, yeah.
Allegedly.
I never went to the well for Casey JoJo, though. I must not like that song. I just never went to that well for that song.
Right.
It was too sappy for me.
Too much, right? Hand number 38. The blinds at 4K, 8K, 4,000, 8,000. If you don't know what the K stands for. Jeez. K. Okay. Chad with pocket threes on the button. Raise. A page out of my book. He raises.
18,000.
Always raising the button. That should be a syllable. Always raising the button. A-R-B. In the background, you hear Jolie. All right, guys, deal one more hand. I can go for some pizza. Anyone know where we get some good pizza at? Oh, yeah, Italia,
I knew you were going to do that crap. Italia. Oh, by the way, This guy's the worst.
My man, Alfred from Italia Pizza. Get your pizza from Italia. I wish he was a little closer, because I'll be honest with you, I'd probably be there every week.
Where's he down again? Where's he at again?
He's on Belvedere. Okeechobee. He's on Okeechobee, right by the turnpike, by Jog. So it's like 10 minutes away from here. If anyone's going in that direction, if you bring us a pizza, I will buy it. I will pay you the pizza. It's like $20 a big pie. And if you mention the fact that I told you to mention the fact, you might get a 10% discount. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, go to Alfred. Tell him I sent you.
The more you know.
10% off your pie. Pizza pie. 10 king, 8 tray. Carlos on the button fires.
16,000.
See, you don't always have to have the best hand. He does, per se, but you don't always have to. You can just use your chips and win pots. And the rich get getting richer. Somebody's paying attention to the game. I love it.
We're down to 16 still?
Still, we might be here for a little bit.
What a bubble. The babble.
The money babble. It's always a good feeling to make it into the money because I feel like you did something right. We're in the money.
We're in the money.
Nina earlier had a nice stack. She lost to Phil, who had queen 8 in the hand. Had no business being in the hand. Went runner straight. Cracked her hand. She rebounded from 9K. She's still in the short stack, but she's being patient. She's looking at the clock. She's hoping someone busts before her. She wants to make that money. She's in this hand here. 4 ways to the flop. 9 Jack Queen. 10 would be good for Nina. Checked around. We get to see a free card. No. It's a 7. Still gives Nina a pair. Could be the winner if nobody bets her off the hand. There's a queen. She's got 2 pair now and the check mark as long as she doesn't fold here. Matt checks. Nina doesn't think her hand is strong enough to bet. She checks. She wins. Yay, Nina.
7s, queens and 7s.
Always rooting for the underdog.
And Florida says your intro music is loud. You're all low volume. I don't get it.
I told you that. On the phone itself, you got to turn up the volume to hear us. It's a really weird setup.
Because on my phone, I play it on the phone right now. It's normal.
Sounds good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's strange because on my phone, maybe you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I do.
That's probably maybe it because on my Samsung, the Twitch volume is really low. On my iPad though, it seems normal. So maybe it's just an iPhone thing. Thanks, Anna. I think you mentioned that comment once before. I don't know, but I appreciate you listening to us and watching us. Just crank the volume a little bit.
Okay, it's normal on our phone. I don't know. I don't get it.
Hand number 41. The blinds are at 4,000, 8,000 with an 8,000 and big blind ante.
How many chips? I mean, it's not
RJ raising with ace-8 of spades. Taking down the blinds. No, I retract that statement. Nina made the call. Down with 10-4.
Oh, one more. Oh, sorry.
It was just a limp. It was no raise. Okay, that makes sense to me. I thought it was a raise from RJ. He just limped in for 8K with 3 ways to the flop. We don't know exactly what Nina's hand is right now. She's a mystery hand. Your flop is 5, ace-king. Nina checks, Dom checks. RJ with top pair. Going to fire out. 10K. That's a small bet for pot size right there. And it wins. Still hand for hand. Nobody's winning the money yet. She has an iPhone. She says the volume's up.
I don't get it. And he hear us, right?
That's all, Josh. Got to look into that. Our, our fans are saying they can't hear us. We're not like children. We don't have to be seen. We have to be heard.
That's right.
I got quads twice today. You got quads twice?
Dom saying he had quads twice today.
I thought it was one of the no guys.
So that's where he got his chips from.
We are down to 15 players.
Awesome. Woo, it was painful.
I got quads.
Hand-for-hand dealers, we
My-
shuffle up and
The first time I played the main event, I got quads full.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are all in the money. 15 players. Should be a little round of applause here. We're all in the money now. No longer hand for hand. Dealers can just continue dealing.
But that's day one, though. People got to the point where they're just like,
Look, you got another player. Turn up the mics, please.
later on,
Wow, I always thought it was a loud person.
I'll tell you, man. It's loud.
he had queens. He don't want four queens.
It is. Now everybody falls.
I don't know what he was doing, man.
Can't even show.
He raised, I repop, boom. He repop me. At that point, I was like, I got you covered. Just jam.
You know, that kind of touches me a little bit in the heart that people actually want to hear what we have to say.
Especially us.
We got queens. One ran out. Night.
Yeah.
That sounded good.
I'm playing it right now. I'm playing
Right.
it back, and it sounds fine. Yeah.
On your phone, it comes out good. That's
Yeah.
really strange.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But they can't be lying. And I know on my phone.
And I have good ears, so.
Right, but I've also experienced what these people are talking about on my phone. If my volume is not cranked to 10, I can't hear a word that the announcers are saying. So the people are not lying. You got a special phone. I don't know what the connection is.
My phone is new though. We'll say that.
Well,
Brand new.
might be it.
A couple weeks old.
I guess Josh is our IT guy, right? You got to send him a memo.
I got some IT love, you know.
You have some IT low?
No.
I've had to work hard down here, though.
Hey, look who's back in the box. It's our school teacher.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. I can't think of his name.
The school teacher.
Y'all know him though. He never
What's
walked
he look like?
past.
Is he screaming?
Skinny, very aggressive. I can't think. I'll tell.
Do you remember the names of the teachers that taught you in school and elementary, high school?
I know a few, not all of it, but I know a few.
Yeah. I'm very bad with names. I don't remember. There's only one, I think. Well, there's a couple. My PE teacher in elementary, his name was Mr. Blatch. But he was a black guy, so people used to call him Mr. Black. And he would get mad at that.
Really?
Yeah, because his name was Blatch, not Black.
Greg or Greg?
Coach Black. And he goes, hey, boy.
Yeah, he
I almost was paying attention.
He had
walked
his
past
king,
us.
yeah.
He got knocked out by the guy who was sitting next to you.
I
at
played
our
him
old
last
table.
night. No, thanks God. They kill him.
Ah. Oh, they do? Kids killing?
Raise.
He likes jamming that.
Yep,
That he's seen on me a
16.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
Craig Pollock?
Yeah.
Actually,
Push that in, please.
I know he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, he walked past us. I don't remember being in that situation.
Man, I wish I could go back in the years when I was a kid.
He'll do it if everybody else agrees.
You know, you just didn't know how good you had it as a kid. You just didn't know as a child, you know.
I'm telling you. I tell my kids that all the time.
so the guy lost.
Check.
He in the bubble. No money.
Check.
30.
30.
He would have, look,
That's
15.
11 o'clock.
He would have 15.
There's the dealer announcing the bet size, 30,000.
150.
Still too much time. 6-7 hours of your time wasted. Like,
It's safe for everybody and comes out.
Are you gonna get out like? You're gonna get out
But also, I don't regret any of the bad decisions I've made in my lifetime because
You learn.
I am who I am because of those decisions.
yeah, I know he does.
Oh, he does?
You learn, sometimes you learn. I mean, I don't know if we really learn.
I only bought once.
Everything you need to know about life is in your DNA. You know that, right? You don't have to learn anything. But you do learn. You learn how to walk and talk, and that's why we're not all crawling around. Just imagine just human beings just crawling everywhere instead of walking.
Yep.
It would be strange, but we would make it work. And there's only like one or two human beings actually knowing, like, how do they walk? How are they doing that?
Yeah. Need a full sixes there.
All in.
We got an all-in player. He's in the money, so why not? 36K with King Queen suited.
What's the money there? What's the money?
226.
Chad debating on making the call with Jack 10, also known as Ace Crackers. He's got a lot of chips, so what is 36K?
You have fun for 90, and they give you $90.
He's already invested for 8,000, so it's another
And I'm not gonna
18. Is that my math right? 18 makes 36.
Yeah, yeah.
Bang! He makes the call. Off to a flippy flip.
Then Jack, what's against it?
It's 2 cards versus 2 cards. King Jack in the lead so far. I mean, King Queen in the lead here. And your flop is Ace. He flops a straight.
Just like that.
Easy poker. Nice little double for the short stack. And players don't even wait for the dealers to make the kind of just grabs his chips back. I won, man. Give my chips. I don't blame Chad's call there. He's got a big stack, and he's supposed to mathematically make that call. You already get 8,000 invested. It's only 16 more to call to knock out a player. You're supposed to make that call. Don't be results-oriented. You got to be mathematically correct in making your decisions. That decision was a solid play. Didn't go your way, but that happens sometimes. No big deal. I would love to see Nina make the final table. She's got 8 big blinds. Chip in a chair, hope and a prayer.
No, I left. They told me. The floor told me.
See, Don's on the table. Now the chatter has gone up.
I doing it for 25 years.
Oh, my God, for 25 years?
She gets some money.
20.
Raised to 20.
Nina with Jack, yay! Why am I rooting for Nina so much? I don't know, folks. I just,
She's a sweetheart.
she took that beat earlier, and she's still fighting it out. And that's what I like about it. I like to see the players, like
Half cranberry, half club soda with some
she
lime.
puts in a small little bet, gets no callers, but that's okay. Her Jack's held up. I'll take that pot down.
Oh, you're doing the next one.
Yeah.
Confuse me.
No, put the bid. You move the.
Just move the button already. Don't confuse the teacher.
Yeah, 'cause he's putting his money up.
It's weird when I went
That is the big one.
I'm half a teacher. Remember the song? Dun-dun-dun.
Van Halen.
Van Halen. Yeah, see that one I know.
That's okay.
That was a song. Yeah, what a song, right? Miss Levine, she was my math teacher. She was
she?
hot.
Was she really?
Oh my God, smoking hot. She should have not have been a teacher.
Allegedly?
She, you know what? If she would have had an OnlyFans page, she
Yeah,
would
probably-
not have been
probably
a
would have
teacher.
one. She probably does.
Not now.
Not
I
now?
mean, back in the days, they didn't have that.
How do you think she is now?
Jesus Christ.
70s?
She was 26, 30 maybe when I was a kid. So I'm 52. Add another 30 years, 20 years. So she's got to be like 80, 60 something, 70.
Hey, listen, there's a market for those age group too. Don't get
I don't know,
Don't
man.
hate.
I don't know.
And by the way, we're back here. You and I are back here again next week.
We are?
Yes.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier.
I'm doing two stream ships next week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
2 streams next week?
2 streams. Yes.
You're doing 2 a week? Wow.
No, that's next week. That's next week.
Why? Why is that? Because you're taking some days off somewhere?
No, not at all.
Oh, interesting.
So we're scheduled.
You're special.
Allegedly.
10. That's your word. You love that word, allegedly.
I do too.
10-5 king on the flop here.
15.
RJ with 6s. Gonna bet and win this pot with a 6 as a pair. That's what the continuation bet does. You don't have to see the river. You don't have to show down your cards. Use your chips to your advantage, folks. Anyone watching the stream, following one of these players on the stream here? Anyone got a fan favorite? Obviously, we all know mine is Nina today. I don't know. Dom. I like all these people. Too bad Monty busted early. He's a favorite of mine as well. Really good player. Makes a lot of the featured final tables. Ooh. Queen Jack. I don't know why I said ooh. It's no big deal. Queen Jack, King Jack, Ace Jack, Ace King. Those are hands I play in tournaments. Those are poker player hands. They do well normally. It's just the range. So if I'm in a hand, it could be aces, could be ace queen. I don't know. Carlos still our chip leader, 339,000. Dom creeping up here, 290K. So when you're playing a poker tournament, what is the main goal of the tournament?
Trick question. I know it's coming.
Right. The main goal is to acquire all the chips. Is the main goal is to take. You want to be first place. I mean, obviously you could chop up a tournament, but the only way to become a first place winner is to have all the chips in front of you. So how do you do that? You have to do it over a period of times, and you're not always going to have big premium hands like aces, kings, queens. So you got to win them with mediocre medium hands. And like we just saw Dom won with ace high, ace 4 offsuit. He took down a pot. That's how you build your stack. You win chips by playing hands. So I'm just throwing that out there to people who are playing tournaments. You can't always wait for a big premium hand.
He goes in between.
There are 3 things that you must have happen for you when you play tournaments. Your good hands have to hold out.
On your side, George.
Your bad hands have to come through, and your bluffs have to get through. So when you're behind, if you could catch up, if you have like let's say jacks versus tens, and you hit a set of tens, that's one of the elements that you need. You need to suck out on a player to win the tournament. You got to have your aces hold up versus like king jack or something like that, or 2 pairs, or you got to have those factors, and you got to bluff. And if you're not bluffing in a tournament, you're not going to win often.
No, not at all.
You could win sometimes if you run really super good, if everything goes your way. But bluffing is one of those elements that you need to play when you play tournament pokers that people I don't think utilize. Like you're raising from the button. They're going to have the button. 8 out of 9 hands are going to have the button, right? 1 out of 9 hands is going to be on you. You're going to have the button. Use that to your advantage. Throw in that 3-bet. Like we just saw here. We didn't see the whole cards, but we saw the button Matt raising, and he wins the blinds. And the blinds are 4K, 8K, 8K. So you're at 20. You're picking up 20,000 chips to your stack.
Yeah.
GDP Poker. Let's go, Nina. Another Nina fan. I love it.
Got a little fan club going here.
Let's go. We got at least 2 people in the fan club. Ernest, who are you rooting for?
I can't say that.
Why not?
But I will say I am a big Nina fan.
Okay, so then we got 3 players.
I'm definitely
for
a big RJ fan. RJ's a good dude.
Yeah, his cash game. He's been playing 2-5 lately downstairs. I've seen him playing. He's a little
Of course,
reckless.
I mean, and I just noticed Dom's here. Me and Dom been tight for a very, very long time. So.
Yeah, I love Don.
Yeah,
Dom's a good guy.
Yeah. So.
All in.
Oh, all in again here. Trying for a double up. Dom limped in here, and immediately Steve snapped the pressure with ace-9. It's a good bet because if it was a little less, Dom makes that call there. 10-8 of diamonds.
45, 50. I carry backwards.
It's like, nah, too pricey, too pricey. Right. And that's the advantage of an all-in play there. Some people don't utilize it too. It's a weapon, all-in. Puts people to the test. You know, they got to make a decision like, oh, my God, 60K I call, but an all-in I don't call. It's the same amount. It's still the same amount. The power of the all-in.
Power of Grayskull?
I am the power.
Right, it's right hand.
Oh,
I have the power.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he goes to Metal Cat.
They made a remake of it just recently. It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Cartoon or?
Cartoon.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Is it any good?
Yes. There was 2 remakes of it, and it was pretty good.
You got all in here.
Dom with the Kennel Club hand on the button.
Steve's all in.
Yeah, Steve is all in. The
Steve,
mystery.
oh, no, sorry, Steve in. All in. There's 2 Steves on the table, obviously.
Right. He's going to show the ace. He shows 1 ace. Sometimes you look at 1 ace, you got like 40, 50, 60,000. You're like, it's good enough. I'm all in. You don't have to look at the second card. It's irrelevant. RJ praying to the gods, please get me to the final tips, please.
Please.
I'd be nice. Just get me there, please.
Said half and half. You did more for stories.
Do you pray? You pray?
I did.
Okay,
I
cool.
did. I'm a man of faith.
Good.
I can pray more.
Well, you know, I mean, obviously, we all could do a little bit more of everything. Didn't we say this once before? Josh was asking for a picture
Of
this board.
okay.
20.
Or that one.
Yes, and both. Be safe. He'll know the difference.
Big table, huh?
Got that song in my head now.
Which one?
I'm not the teacher.
Got it made. Got it made. Got it made. I'm half a teacher.
Jack 6 Queen. 3 players in the hand. Ace 3, 10 9, Ace 10. Look at the percentages. Matt's in the lead here with Ace 10.
Ooh, flush draw.
Picks up some draws.
Totally flop to him.
Has a few draws actually. He's an 8 or a diamond.
35.
Woohoo! I love the background sound.
How many outs do you have? Oh, yeah, a lot of outs. A shit ton of outs there. Wow.
Shit ton of outs, and he wins. See, it's in your head too now.
Yep. Half a teacher.
That was back in the day when they did the videos and they had the clips in the beginning. You know, another one was really good. Is what are you gonna do with your life?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ride.
It's great.
Raise 20.
It's really, you know, that's a creative part of the human, you know,
really is.
imagination that we do
Yeah.
things like that. And creativity is one of the best things that human separates us from the animal kingdom.
This is not free money.
It also says that everything that we have physically matter in everything like chairs and tables all came from imagination first, though, right? So before it became a solid object, it became in what's the word I was looking for? It became a thought. Having too much fun here today on Friday.
Absolutely.
Gotta have fun. Nina with Ace 10. Jam it, baby. Go for it. No, don't flat call. Hand like that in your stack size. You don't want to see a flop and you're out of position. Just rip it. Rip it like a Band-Aid. Take it right off the skin.
3 players.
All right, 3 players to the flop. Nina's in the lead here. Flop is 5, Jack Queen.
Check.
RJ's going to try to steal it here with 10K. Nina has some outs. See, this is the thing. If she folds here, I'm going to be a little upset. Okay, she makes the call. I'm something. She's got a 10. She got a heart in her hand. She checks again, and RJ putting the pressure with 20,000. And even if you hit the heart, do you really feel good with the flush here? It's Jack, Queen, 5 deuce, 3 hearts. Nina's got Ace 10, but only the 10 of hearts. She makes the call to see the river, and it's a heart, and she's all in, and we got a blackout. Okay, So she didn't play the hand that I would have liked to see how she would have played it, but it wins, so the results are good. But she was susceptible of folding. If she folded the hand, she could have lost that pot, which if you would have ripped it.
See, nice river kind to you. Now.
Nice river, RJ says. She only had 9 high, though. I mean, seriously. So my thought process is, why was I upset about the hand? Do you want to know?
Yeah.
So a hand like ace-10 when you're short stacked, look, she's still on the bottom. She has 13 big blinds. It's not really, you don't have enough chips to make calls and folds. Like you can't afford to give away chips, is what I'm saying. So when you have to make a decision, you're actually using your brain power to make a decision. Sometimes our brain power. Our minds will make us make the wrong decision because we'll rationalize something that's not there, and we're like, oh, well, look at the board. It doesn't connect with my hand. So to eliminate us from making a mistake, you just shove it all in and let the results be what they are, and that way you don't.
Sure.
Yeah, don't trip over your own foot is what I'm trying to say.
That's not good. You don't want to trip over your
No, you don't want to do that. Gotta have balance. Someone can argue the fact that ace-10's a hand you could call with and see the flop and fold, but whatever. It worked out, so give her credit, give her props. My girl's still in it. And we have RJ with 6 deuce creative, and he hits a pair. Well, unfortunately, Chad has an overpair to the board, so
All in.
RJ went all in here. Snap call from Chad. RJ needs a lot of help here. A 6 or a deuce, or running spades. 5 gives him some hope. Ooh.
RJ is saved, I think. Right?
Is that a straight? He's putting his phone in his pocket. No, he's safe.
He won.
He won, yeah.
That's straight.
Yeah.
I had
Open it.
2-4. Look at this flop.
So RJ's alive. Don, pull your shirt down. No one wants to see your back. Plumber's crack. So what we just saw there was RJ being uber aggressive with a pair and a straight draw and got bailed out on the turn. And Chad made the right call with an overpair. So we're losing Nina. They're moving her to another table to balance out the tables. She'll be back. She'll make the final table.
Yeah, she's crushing it.
Yeah, she got over 100K. We have 12 players. We're going to keep on playing. We're going to keep on showing the stream. We're going from stream final feature to final table, final 9. Obviously, we have 3 away from the final table. Thank you all for watching and listening to us do our best today.
All in.
Oop. These 2 here. Beep, beep, beep.
Mm-hmm.
That better?
Yeah, yes. All right. Well, we'll see.
It does sound louder.
To us, it does.
Yeah.
For our monitors, yes. I got to find out if it's good enough out for people on the internets, interwebs, what do you call it, on YouTube and on Twitch.
Yeah, everyone from Twitch now and YouTube, we raised the volumes of our microphones. How does that sound to you? I know it's much louder in my ears.
No, I got flop 2 pair, but I would have been in trouble in the hand because you would do what you did.
Don saying, oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. Oh, that was good. That's so much better. All right, we got an all-in the call here. Jack 10 versus Ace 10. The flop is 7, 6, 8. Do we sound like that?
I won't lie, I sound sexier on your nets, I've been told.
So Ace High holds up here, right?
Ace High does hold up, I believe.
Yeah, and Steve goes from being knocked out to a double up.
We got 12 left? Oh, we got 13 left.
We went from 12 to 13. We added
Yeah,
a player.
It might have been an error. Might have been an error.
Wow. I think that fixed the problem.
Great job, Oak Tree.
Well, listen. There's always a solution to every problem out there.
Of course,
right?
There's always a solution to every problem out there. It's whether or not are you willing to change and adapt.
Oh no, you went deep.
You went deep in that one.
You went deep. They say if you want a better life, make better choices.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Carlos still the chip leader, 314K. The blinds have gone up now, 5,000, 10,000 with a 10,000 big blind ante. Steve waking up with Snowman. Steven, as you said.
Raised to 21.
Raised to 21,000.
Y'all been being mean since I left.
You stole some of your money.
Huh?
You stole some of your money.
I did.
Yeah, just one blind.
One blind again. You always miss that one blind. You can afford it.
They moving. That table's moving faster now. Y'all slow motion, man. They over there banging it out. You almost there, though.
Well, I hear RJ, 15 minutes from now, we're going to RJ eruption with some comments. Okay, so Steven raises 21, Dom called with Queen 10, and the flop is 6 King 9, all in from Steven here with a middle pair. Hopefully Dom doesn't have a king or a 9, and Dom doesn't, so this play shall work. I mean, there's only a jack for the gut strat, but he has 2 overcards. He doesn't know that yet, so it's probably going to be a fold from Dom. He's contemplating. And he says good hand, and he folds and shows. He didn't run the player down. Steven stays alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Is that better for our ears?
I'm fine. I can hear you.
Yeah, no, but it was a little loud for our ears.
Slightly, but it's okay.
I think it's better now because it was loud in my ears.
Yeah, it sounds like you may take a little bit edge off. It's pretty.
Just a twang.
A twang.
Getting some help from that tall Josh. Okay. Hand number 58. The blinds are 5K, 10K. I'm happy when the viewers comment about something. You know, like, we would never know that they can't hear us if they just kept it silent. I think Chad's showing some frustration here. He's all in with ace-4. Gets through, though. Gets through. RJ folds the better of the 2 hands at ace-8, but little did he know. Dom calling it the dead man's hand. It is. And we know why, right? Wild Bill Hoodcock. It's not just ace-8, though. It's aces and 8s. He had aces up, and he got shot in the back of the head. That's a bad day of poker. You lost how much? I lost my life. Carlos with ace-queen. I love this hand. I'm not in love with it, but I love it. Some people don't like it. They call it the parking lot hand. You know, it loses a lot, but everyone's got their own favorite hand. Ace-queen of diamonds is, woo.
Maybe we had no chips. 25,000. If no raises, that was the big, check. Then you did that. Oh my God! You shove into him. Yeah,
He shove it with 9s. You're gonna call.
You fold and fold. Maybe. No, maybe not. Connected board. I don't know. You have overkill.
YouTubers.
Yep.
Maybe a straight draw, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Dom, I know what you mean. I have no clue. What you talk about, Willis?
Raised to 30.
And as Dom is having a little conversation, raises up with pocket sevens to 30,000. RJ calling with ace queen, the hand I just told you I liked.
Use my hand, I give you $100. I give you. You may have. You
What
may
hand?
have it. I
What
don't know. I
hand
don't
do you
have it.
think I have?
Yeah, that 4 deuce.
Hey, RJ throwing chips on the floor. He's going south, folks.
Why don't you put me on?
3 players.
You got like
3 players in the hand. Carlos came along with ace 10. And there's a 10 in the window, so how about that? 8, 10, king. Carlos in the lead here. Chip leader in the lead. Queen. RJ takes the race. We're off to the races, but guess what? Carlos going to try to represent ace-jack and fire out a bet. But I think RJ comes along. 7, Dom gets out of the way. RJ snap calls. Let's go. And a jack gives RJ the straight. Guess what? They're chopping unless someone folds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that's going on here? Chop it like it's hot. Chop it like it's hot.
40 all in.
So RJ bet, and look, he's counting to make sure there's no flush out there. Carlos said all in, and he was like, wait a minute, hold on a second. Do I lose his hand? And he doesn't. He chopped it up. That's funny.
I'm reading something.
Want to hear a funny story?
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell it anyway.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
So I'm playing in a 1-2 game once, and there was a straight on the board, ace, king, queen, jack 10, on the board. Check 2 players. I'm last to act. I go all in for $250. 2 players fold. Another player was just about to call. A player was just about to say there's a straight on the board. I was like, shh, shut it. Doesn't say anything. The player forward folds. We would have chopped it, obviously. Everyone had the straight. There's no flush out there. But I won by aggression. Shut it. Everyone. I said, shut up. Don't say a word, because the players always like to.
It's their responsibility to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that Justin back in there again? That is Justin.
Justin, back in the box. What's in the box?
Justin.
Justin.
Adjusting. Get it?
they show me a free card, but it's still not good. It's good for them. Not good for me.
Yeah, because of the all in and how I said all in, and I push my chips forward. People didn't look at the board, didn't look at what's on the board. Ace, king, queen, jack 10 straight. They were just looking at my chips and they're like, "Oh my God, that's a lot of money." And they folded.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's still 30. I thought you're gonna go 40.
perception, it was. Oh, and kings have come back. They were here all the time.
Kings is probably the most well-known hand in this stream so far.
I know. We haven't seen pocket aces yet, but we've seen kings a lot.
I always get you. You knock me out every time.
Dom says you knocked me out as he has kings in his hand.
I find it myself.
Love it.
Nobody's listening.
7, 7, 8. That's pretty safe for kings. Steven folds. Queen Jack. Nice hand.
Get one of them? You've been busted out. You don't want to get one of your cards. You never leave.
Dom's done. Playing well today.
Mm-hmm. And it helps to have a good pair like that.
Yeah.
Nancy, you rock. Chiming in.
Metal.
I'm pretty sure she's in the break room right now. Hi, Nancy.
She might be here already, yeah.
Did you bring us some tacos?
Tacos.
She has a place she goes to.
Okay.
Yeah. I got my Italian pizza. She's got her.
The Mexican place.
Yeah. I know how to pronounce it, but.
It's
Steve.
called tacos. I'm joking.
Steve with pocket eights. And Dom coming in for $25K with king 10. Creative, but RJ with 10s. RJ just waiting for his time, patiently, not giving away any information. Steve makes the call. Come on, RJ. Pounce, baby. He's looking at Dom, hoping he doesn't have a really big pair, because 10s are vulnerable. Look at his eyes. He's thinking, contemplating, rolling his eyes. What is he going to do? Is it a call or a raise, folks? It's just a call. Could be safe, could be tricky. Who knows right there? I would have put it in the 3-bet. That's what I would have done. Because now you're seeing, like, Steve has a chance to flop a set against you because you didn't put the raise in here. So you're letting somebody catch up. You're letting Dom see a king on the flop. And let's see what the flop brings us. All right, 3-4-4. Pretty safe. Good decision. Oh, Steve went all in here. I'm pretty sure RJ makes the call. He might raise to isolate to get Dom out of the way. He just made the call. Okay, so it's 8 versus 10s on a 3-4-4 board. Kind of standard though when you have pair of 8s and you see a flop like that, you think you're good. Queen on the turn. And a deuce. Just like that, RJ picks up a pot. So now RJ's going to say that he could have, if he raised there, would have knocked out and not picked up the chips.
Right, the place she said is tacos at Tequila Saborcito.
See? Even hard for you.
Saborcito Chapin and Italia.
There you go.
At Italia, yeah.
And Italia. I wish they were right next to each other. That was funny. Thanks, Nancy.
I saw you hesitate.
So it's interesting because I was just saying that what RJ should have done was to raise there. But if he would have raised, maybe Steve doesn't play his 8s and he doesn't get the rest of Steve's chips. So, So hindsight to what I just said.
What do you say? Hindsight on 2020. Hindsight on 2020.
So what do I know, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Great word, man.
Oh,
Allegedly.
boy.
I don't even want to look. I didn't know what. Let's see, we're together.
And look at RJ's stack right there. 3 stacks of high society.
Yeah, it went right by. I don't know, but I seen it.
Now we're down to 12 layers.
Yeah.
Nancy sending out some love to everybody.
Of course.
All the people in the background. We got 3 of the best. We got Ron, Andrew, Trevor. 5K, 10K, 10K. Hand number 64. So heads up. RJ with 6 jack in the big blind. Steve at ace 5. And your flop is 3-8 deuce. We got a lot of lefty dealers in the box, right?
We do.
It's always weird to see the flop come out that way, like just left, like right to left. I don't get it. And ace high wins here, as it should versus jack 6. So Chad has gotten rid of this. Oh no, they're on around his neck. I was like, Chad got rid of the sunglasses. They weren't working out for him. You know where a big or bad beat's at right now? 118,000.
It is.
Getting back up there.
I was looking around. I thought y'all.
I deal the boards, but I don't give the cards to the other 2 players. Like I'll deal a board like King Jack Queen of diamonds, and then like another queen on the turn, and I'm like, oh, that's it. Nobody has anything. 7 ace jack on the flop here. Chad with a pair. Fires and wins. Now I'll show you. Look, I got a piece of it. Or like, I don't care. I don't care what you're folding, man. I don't care. Don't care. Nancy. Aw, that's so nice of you.
Thank you, Nancy.
Nice to hear those nice words.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What a character that guy was.
Elvis?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Heartthrob. Imagine that, though.
I got a good friend of mine who's a huge fan of Elvis.
Okay.
He goes like every year to Graceland to the
Every year still?
every August, yeah.
Wow. What's he do there? Just goes?
Because we're fans and see the property and all that.
Once you've been there once, though, I mean, isn't once enough?
Again, I say he's a big fan.
Real big fan.
Yeah, so
oh, jeez. There was so many Vegas or Elvis impersonators. That shit was so popular. Do you know there was a skydiving team that did it? They were really cool. Everyone jumped down in their Elvis costumes. I mean, that's pretty cool. 10, Queen, 6. RJ with 95% to win this hand, unless he folds. Uh-oh, 5 on the turn. Gives Carlos open-ended. 10K for the bet. Call. Ace was close, but not good enough. But look at this. Carlos could be creative. Might win this hand. Might win this hand with 4 high, folks. Oh, RJ doesn't like it. Doesn't want to give away 20K. But look here. The pot's $95,000. $20,000 chips to call to find out that he had 4 high. What are you doing, RJ? What are you doing?
What you doing?
I'm just saying.
Are they on break?
Yeah, they're on a break. I guess we're on a break
now?
Yeah, break.
All right, we'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we continue this awesome trek to final table. I think, 12 players left now? Yeah, 12 players left. See you in a little bit.
Big blind, man.
timing.
And we're back.
I didn't expect that.
Oh. Hello.
We got all in here.
We do have it all in.
A7 versus A6.
But guess what?
A7.
A6. 2 pair.
A6, yeah. 2 pair.
2 pair. That's the unfair part about poker is that you can have someone totally dominated and still lose the hand.
Yep. Because that's poker for you.
That is poker, right? Hey, folks, how we doing?
Yeah, 13 outs into the flop. Oh, well.
I sent the text out if anyone wants to go to Italia to get paid. Betty actually said, Betty just got here. She was like, I didn't know it was Italia. I would have got some pizza for you. I'm like, you're just saying that. Oh, the PBC.
I'm hungry.
The logo, the PBKC.
Yeah, I'm still getting a little hungry now.
Oh, yeah.
A little hungry. Little hungry.
Pizza goes anytime. Pizza. Oh, you can see the little stash coming in?
Well, porn stash. I got the goatee still. But it's my signature. I can't imagine not having this anymore, honestly.
You would look so different if you did shave it off. Yep.
Yeah, it's been my signature for like 20 years now.
That's a long time.
Look at my podcast logo. Same thing.
I know. It's your face.
Yeah, the face.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we at? King 5 off suited all in 120.
Down to 11 players.
Yeah, we're kind of not on the bubble, but we're almost there.
Right. So it looks like you're shorthanded on the table.
Yeah, you got 5 here, right?
Right.
6 here, 6 on the other.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 4 players in one stack, so it's
wait,
5. 5.
Just a little update. Our good friend Rudy's on the table still.
Oh, he's
doing
still
very
around.
well. Doing very well.
Right.
He has about 100,000 chips from us.
We get to see him on the final table?
Looks like it.
All right. All right.
Oh, that's his job, of course.
How many ways can I say all right?
All right.
All right. All right.
So like, what's his face? Who's the old Dolphins play-by-play guy? Joe Mandich.
All right. Good name.
Yeah, Joe Mandich. Yeah.
An all-in bet from Chad with King 6. He's got somewhere to go, I guess. Nah, it works. All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
You haven't seen anything. He hasn't done. Matthew McConaughey hasn't done anything lately, has he?
His last thing I heard about he was trying to get into politics.
Really?
Yeah.
He's quit acting to be a politician now?
No, not quit acting. Just,
wow.
He's putting some feelers out there.
That's your bread and butter. Why would you give that up?
I don't know. Why would anyone? I don't know why. Look, and I say that as someone who actually likes politics and actually follows politics.
Okay.
But why would anyone want to put themselves into that? It's beyond me at this point.
Well, to be honest with you, the politicians are making some really good money for doing, I don't know what they do.
To me, but if you're a celebrity, if you're an actor making A-list money, that essentially is a downgrade. This financially alone.
Okay. If you're an A top like McConaughey, right, making millions, then why would you want to? I understand that, but
I'm gonna make less money for more aggravation, for more criticism, and be more polarizing.
Here's another all-in play: Queen 10 versus Ace 10.
You'll be a good. You know who would be a good president?
Yeah,
me.
79979. Chop it up.
Chop it up.
They got a full house on board. Yeah. I played the board.
I'd be a good president.
Chad got saved there. You know who would have made a really good president?
I got common sense.
You know who would have made a really good president was Governor. What's his name? Wrestler guy, long hair.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yes,
I
loved his views.
I love his views too.
Is he alive? I think
absolutely he's alive.
I thought they tried.
No, he's alive. He's very independent. He's running a Substack now. He's doing all
that guy had some smart things to say.
He's a very intelligent man.
Right.
He's like me in a lot of ways.
Or is he older than you? Because I think you're a lot like him, right?
Yeah,
can't.
Right. I'm like him. I'm sorry. I don't sound cocky, of course.
That was a little arrogant, but hey,
a little bit.
Hey, now.
No, I'm saying like he's more common. He's more common sense. I know his views.
I love his views,
both fiscal and social.
Right.
And they're very common sense based.
Yeah, and he would call it just the way he would call it just out. Like he would say how he felt. He wasn't like trying to hide like what's a cater to people's like feelings. What's that word? Tongue tied sometimes.
Pander.
He wasn't right. He wouldn't play it soft. He would just come out and tell you straight up. That's like a straight shooter. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, I loved it. But that's never going to work in politics. People don't like that. So, I think a politician is somebody who likes to do and say what the people want to hear. And I myself am not really into the politicians because I think they're all phony balonies, and the government's not the way it used to be, where they were for the people. I think they're all for themselves and their own agendas.
Correct.
In my personal opinion.
Exactly.
And they take out way too much money for my taxes. Way too much money.
I'm okay paying taxes. No, just tell me where the hell my money's going.
If you knew where it was going,
Yeah, be transparent about that.
right. If it wasn't going into their pockets, they make way too much money. They have too many long terms, like senators and or whatever, doing nothing for the good of the people. But I don't talk about politics or religion in poker, so we'll X-nay that whatever I was talking about. So back to poker, guys. That's where the world is divided, right? Everyone's got their opinion.
Yeah.
The blinds have gone up since the break. It's now 10K, 15K with a 15K big blind ante. And when you're five-handed here, actually four-handed because the one player is gone, like where he's on break, who told him it was a 15-minute break? Because he's probably in the parking lot somewhere. But you should really apply more pressure, and your range should definitely open up. And almost a similar flop to the last one, 9-7, 10, 7, 9. Who's shuffling these decks? But Dom, go ahead. You were saying?
Someone's shuffling these decks. Someone
should shuffle them a little bit better. Let's go, Justin. Riffle, box cut, riffle, whatever. Oh, for the viewers out there watching, the red K chips are 5K, and now the yellow K, we just did a color up. We got rid of the $1,000, so we now have a 25 yellow K chip on play there. So if you see the yellow chips go in, they're 25,000, and the red chips are 5. You can count 2 for 510 and 3 for 15. If you can count, if you want to know the denominations of our chips in play. And it's small blind versus big blind. RJ with Queen 3 makes the call. Chad with Jack 5 should raise, but he checks. And why do I say he should raise? His Jack 5 is a terrible hand, right? But it's positioned, so you're definitely hoping that Queen 3 doesn't stick around. Then went check to the turn. 7 doesn't do any good for either player. So went check to the river. And it went check. So guess what? RJ's going to win with Queen High. How nice.
How sweet.
So, it's a non-eventful hand, but if played better, somebody could pick up some chips. And, listen, you're looking at 40,000 chips in play right there. 15, 30, 45,000, I should say, if the small blind calls. So there's 45,000 chips that you could have won. Another left-handed dealer in the box. Lefties, let's go. Are you left-handed?
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous though.
Oh.
I write my left.
Uh-huh.
And I eat my left. But I play sports with my right. I deal with my right.
You eat with your left?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Is
that the only part ambidextrous? All right.
Eat my left.
Uh-huh.
And
how do you deal, though?
Right.
Oh, so you're right.
Ambidextrous. So I eat my left, right my left.
Oh, you're right with your left.
Yeah.
That is okay.
I deal with my right. I play sports with my right.
If you see me right left-handed, you would think I was like something wrong. Something wrong. I can't right left-handed. That's pretty good. I don't know how that works. You looked into it?
What?
You looked into how to be ambidextrous? How does that work?
No, it just came natural.
Oh, okay.
I would love to learn how to deal with my left, to be honest with you. Have both hands to do it. It'd be nice.
That would really confuse me if a dealer was like dealing right-handed and then switched to the lefty. I know people in a box they call it softball. Like, I could do that, but just imagine.
He's lefty.
Yeah, I know. There's 2 lefty dealers in the box.
Yep, him and Justin.
I know, and I don't like the way they spread the cards out on the flop. It just I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Everybody hanging around. We're missing the chip leader. Where is this guy? Because he has all these chips, he don't want to play a hand? What's he doing? See, if I'm on this table, I'm like, listen, guys, listen. We ought to just fold, and we just blind out the player. Just follow the path. Everyone who's a big blind, just fold. Just fold, and I'll raise, and we'll just steal his blinds.
Yeah.
Collusion. He comes back. He had 300K. He comes back. He's got 50K in chips.
30,000. Raise all in.
All in, Dom says. All of it with Ace King. Power play. He's going to show. That's table cred right there. But listen, I'm not playing around, guys. Yes, that wins the pot there, but you lose value when you have that situation. Ace King is a monster hand versus 5 players, and we've seen RJ folded. Was it King Jack? I think it was, or something. Dom took down the pot, and yeah, we're not at the final table. Questionable. You could have, played it either way. However, I think a mid raise would have been better. But I don't mind it. I mean, it's fine. Hand number 80 of the stream. Going strong. And guess what? Right after Ace King, guess what you get? Pocket Queens. See how he raised it there? 35K. He wants value. RJ comes along with Ace 8 diamonds in position. The flop favors. RJ, the ace. Dom checks. Wow, RJ checks behind. Trappy trap. Dom checks. RJ bets. Dom calls. You know why he calls? Because he checked on the flop. So RJ, who played sneaky, got some value out of his hand. Now he has 2 pair. And snap calls RJ. And so disgusted with his hand that Queens play that hand like that. Look at that pot that RJ won by checking the flop. Very, very sneaky there.
Mm-hmm. Still 5-handed here in this table.
Yes.
We're giving him a lot of free money.
There, Chad making it back. What's going on?
Oh, you just
Be the bulldog, man.
Chad just got back to the table. Gonna give Dom the heartache. He didn't even know that Dom just lost the last pot. So.
He said he's seen you. I'm not looking that way. He's seen you.
Yeah, he can see. He got a good view.
Chad was like Carlos is saying, I was just right there. Why didn't you guys call me to the table this whole time? Because you know what? They wanted your chips.
We only need one more player. Yeah. From the Himalayas out. They're on there sacrifice all the chips to Rudy, so I'm gonna let you give you all
Saying Rudy on the other table is doing good and people just sacrificing the chips still. That's funny. Sacrificial lamb.
He's getting all his chips in. He don't like when I'm here, though. He ain't gonna talk to me. Yeah, small talk and shit.
How about them Panthers?
How about him?
How the Dolphins look this year coming back?
It looks solid team.
Yeah.
They're like a bit
You like Tua?
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's not a Super Bowl quarterback, though?
He has a talent around him to be. It's a matter of him, can he go to the next level now?
Right.
That's the question.
Do you like him better than Dak? Who's the person who
kind
cannot?
of feels like
he
it
cannot.
kind of feels like the same quarterback.
Okay.
Like.
That sounds good. See, that's an avenue that if I ask you a question, you're just right. You know, this is your venue. This is what you know.
Sports, absolutely.
Yes.
Sports, music, politics.
Right. The trifecta.
Yeah, for real.
3 ways here: Queen Jack, King
And wrestling.
And wrestling. Wrestling's kind of sporty, right?
Yeah.
Some people call it fake.
Well, it's scripted. I would say it's not fake. The moves are real.
Right.
A lot of the hits are real. The only thing that's not real is the punch in the face.
Okay.
But the moves are real.
Right.
You can sprain an ankle. You can definitely hurt yourself doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely real. It's scripted. That's all it is.
Right.
I've always been, to me, and especially as I've gotten older, I've always been fascinated about the business as a whole.
Yeah, it is a business, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a fascinating business.
We are down 10 players, 1 away from the final table.
Bubble time.
Oh, they stopped, so I think we're on it. We made it, the final.
I think we're there.
They didn't have to play a hand.
Yeah.
It's the final countdown. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to the final table. They're going to reshuffle the seats. These 5 players get to stay here, and we got 4 more coming along. Shuffle, shuffle, back shuffle. It's good sometimes when you're on a table, you finally get positioned. You're like, oh, thank God I get to switch it around. What are you
So
doing?
as they set up here for the final table,
Yes.
I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but the play really came to a grinding halt after we got the 16 players.
It did,
Really did.
dude. There was so much action earlier, and that happened. You said that, though. I think you mentioned that because the action was so hot that it was going to die down. And they tightened up because they all wanted to get into the money. That's what happens sometimes when poker players, when they hear that things like money bubble, final table, we're going to make the money, they think about the money more so than they think about playing their cards. So
Right.
that happens a lot.
It died down, but I think also what happens, a lot of times too when it dies down that goes that fast.
Yeah.
If the chips are pretty even,
Mm-hmm.
then that's when it tightens up. People like value their chips even more now because they're in that spot where like, okay, well I don't want to throw my chips in play because I one error I'm on live sport and then I don't get any money.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing about poker. It's definitely tournament poker where you shouldn't really. If you think when you start thinking about the money, then you play differently. And once you play differently than what you're supposed to play, then your game is out of whack. But it's okay now that we're on the final table, so maybe the gameplay should change. I wonder if Nina made it or not. That's a good question, huh? We don't see her so far, so.
Don't think she did.
Aww. Okay.
And in fact, I think if I'm not mistaken, she was on the bubble.
Oh, the bubble of the final? Yeah, well,
She
did
was a bubble.
good.
She was a bubble. Yeah.
Listen, it's hard to come back. That's the one thing another thing about tournament poker is that when you take a hit like that, it's so hard to come back from. But I think all the great players do is that they refocus their mind, they put their attention to it.
Yeah.
And wow, we see Rudy with a lot of chips there.
My boy.
Wow.
Rudy.
Yeah.
My boy Rudy.
So when you get hit, you can't think about the hand that beat you. You always got to focus on the next hand and get forward. And she did get lucky though. She had Ace Jack versus Ace Queen, and she got saved on the river. So one hand. So a little bit of a balance there. Tournament poker is so fun sometimes. Doesn't feel fair all the time, but it is really. It comes down.
Seeing all the names, I'm going to go there to the final table now. You see here, Dom is there. You see, obviously Rudy's there. RJ made it as well too. Who else from the other table that did not know made it yet? That's on the table. Let's see.
A new player right there. The guy.
New player, seat 8. Don't know who he is.
He's wiping it down. Yeah, clean up my spot here.
Real quick. Get ready. You got obviously going to drop the button as well too.
Yeah, so they're supposed to do.
We'll wait for that now in a second.
Right. That's Andrew counting out the chip stacks for our counts for the viewers.
That's correct. Andrew new to the staff, of course, here. Doing a great job.
Yeah, very fast there.
Button's going to be on seat number as Giovanni drew the button.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's already 7. I put the button
Seat
for
6.
the new
Seat
player.
6.
6. Okay.
Every time you raise,
5 players ago, not 45.
Huh?
Bubble burst at 45 players. Who says that 45? What? Randy, what are you talking about, Randy? What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? No. We paid 15. Paid 15 players.
Yeah, the money bubble's at 15.
The bubble was 16 technically. Was the
Right,
bubble,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there are different tiers here too, also between 15 and 10. So the payout bubble technically was at 10, because now top 9 gets a separate pay from 10 through 12.
Right.
That's what we meant.
Oh,
By the
look,
bubble,
we're in the
of course.
box on the bottom. Hey, hi.
What's that?
Hi, Ma. I'm on TV.
No, you're saying it burst 5 players. No, you're correct on that technically. I'm saying though we went hand for hand again though.
Right.
At
For
10,
the
that's what I'm saying.
final table bubble. That's the different bubble.
Technically, you're right, but the bubble being burst at at 16, yes.
Right, for the stream though, I mean,
Right.
who cares about 15? Do I? I don't care. I'm just kidding.
Well, the money.
Cold-hearted.
Yeah.
The money, yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
But we did go hand for hand again for the tier to get to the final table.
Now,
So-
which is interesting, when we started the feature table today, very quiet, but now we got some talkers on the table, and the whole dynamics of the game
Well,
changes.
you got King Talker Rudy.
Yeah, with a chip stack in front of him.
I'll tell you, you probably know this, right? He was on my podcast for my birthday about almost 2 months ago. It was a fun time.
Can I hold that thought? Can I hold that thought?
Oh, we got
we have an
some-
all-in player.
We do. Where?
We do right there.
Oh!
New player under the table.
And a lot of chips, too.
Ace King, all in for 475,000.
Are you on the button? Wait, he might be chip leader about second in chips. Would you do that?
No,
That's crazy, right?
that was a little. Yeah, he don't care.
That's a give me your money.
Well,
I call it like a stick up. It's like a stick up.
It's a good way to show you table dominance when you get to the first hand of the table and you shove it. You know, like it goes to show you that he doesn't care what the prize pool is. It was lucky that no one even woke up with a pair, but I guess he was willing to race there if someone did have queens, jacks, or ace king. I mean, another big pair. So it's a good play. I mean, I like ace king. Some people don't like that hand. I personally like it. I think it's a top 3 tier here. It's probably equal with queens, so it goes aces, kings, ace king, and queens are even in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But again, it's such a good hand. You lose value by doing that play. Like that play is strong in essence.
I also wonder if like he didn't want someone having a pair.
I think you're right.
And then falling behind and having it feel stuck into the hand. So let's just take what I can.
Right.
Dead money I can, call it a day.
No, there's logic in the move.
Rudy, he went all in with 2-6.
There is definitely a reason why you'd want to make that play, and it did win. So I mean, kudos when the chips get pushed. You're right, and there was probably a raise or there was a call before, so you're picking up 100K in chips. So it worked, I guess.
Apply pressure.
Yes. Definitely on the button. See, I'm a fan of raising on the button, but like you asked that question, would I go all in there in that situation? Probably not.
Better man than me, I'd say that much. Is D dumb?
D dum dum dum. He's all in. How about that? 75K.
So after the game, we got a bunch of all in so far.
Two hands.
Final table.
2 hands, 2 plays.
Out the gate, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of aggression, huh? Are you surprised?
No, because there was a lull. There was a lull, and we were watching, and it got really tight and slow and boring. And now we're speeding it up again. And this is, does Dom want to try to knock out a player here with Queen Jack?
He's behind right now. So.
Yeah, we see that. We can see the whole cards.
And Sedner, who's probably going to call with mystery cards.
Oh yeah, the one who had Ace King earlier, just
correct,
next hand. Yeah,
correct.
He's got the chips, so let's go. He seems to want to play, but now he kind of have those players behind him. He folded, so right. Yeah, that's listen. Sometimes poker can be full of action and it's exciting, and sometimes it's really boring. So far we've seen some action, and I like it. Hopefully it continues. And I like to play with 75K in the big blind. All-in play there is solid. It's a good move. It's a difference between 400,000 on the button though, jamming for all your chips.
Right.
All right, Rudy, do your magic, man. Stop working.
Yeah.
Come on, I haven't seen
Just
anything
told you
yet.
he's gonna dump off his chip as long as I raise. I mean, I'm doing what I do.
Get him pissed off. Get him in.
Dom and Rudy are friends. I like it. It's good to have friends on the poker table. In the poker community, it's good to have friends
in general.
Yeah, in general.
Sometimes you actually sound like you know what you're saying. How many years have you been here? I mean, you're like probably what, 64?
Dom raises. He had Queen Jack back to back. Last hand he did not play. This hand he's gonna play it. And it's easier to be the raiser than the caller, so I like to play. He raises a nice raise to 40K. A substantial raise here. Substantial. It wins.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, even that, it's hard for you to even.
I don't know.
It's hard to even understand
I
what
want to
you're
bet with you. Where's the most?
Spit it out.
What? Where's the most?
Spit it all out.
Where's the most? You don't understand what's the most.
Rudy's a character.
I do it well.
Okay,
Rudy?
no Spanish,
Yeah.
The best.
No English.
Very well.
The absolute
very
best.
well.
No English.
RJ was saying
I
something.
and I take pride in both. I don't just know 5 languages like a little bit and sound like a clown when I speak. I know both very well. Very, very well. See? You have an answer for that one?
At least you can say hello.
You have an answer for that one?
At least you can say hello.
Rudy, what's the second? Russian.
What's your third language?
Russian.
What is it?
When I do get a third language, I'm going to speak it better than you speak your 5th language. How's that? How about that?
This is
I'm
entertaining.
going to take pride in it.
You fooled again?
Full, you full. Go ahead. Go ahead, son.
What a disappointment.
I have a feeling somehow RJ and Rudy are gonna get it all in pot together, and it's gonna be one of those weird hands like they should not be like. RJ's calling with some goofy stuff just because of spite. Sender showing some strength here. 35,000 is the raise. We see it's Queen 8 suited. This looks like a fun table. And I think I just saw Sender's chip stack at 625K, so he should be the chip leader on this table right now. As Dom looks at his forearms. Oh, it's sticky. The table's sticky.
You smart be blind.
Who's blind is it?
Smart be blind. Smart be blind. See, that way you can feel better.
Nice to
See how I do that? It's for me to support you. When you
Thank you,
sound like a- when
thank you
sound
for
like
your
a clown.
support, my
That
friend.
way you don't feel so bad.
Finally, you
sounding
support me. I don't like it being my only football.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we're watching here is a $130 deep stack Friday night tournament. 10K guaranteed. 134 entries today. We are down to the final 9, the final table.
Can somebody take this blind?
First place is a cool $3,700. Do you think if I threw in a free pizza that they would come? I don't own any. Listen, Italia's just a friend. I don't have any like stake in the restaurant itself. People ask me why do I, mention it. It's because I love the guy Alfred. He's a nice guy, and the pizza's good. So that's the only reason why. And I love pizza, so there's no stock in it.
I love pizza though.
Yeah, right?
Like I have pizza a lot anyway. My son loves Red Baron pizza.
Oh, yeah.
All time.
Right.
I'm sick of eating that man every day.
Red Baron's frozen though, right?
Yeah.
The frozen kind. Yeah.
It's good though, but
Yeah.
it's annoying.
You're like 88 pounds wet, and you're like the same height as me.
I actually enjoy Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut was good for a while.
It's still pretty good. I like pan pizza.
Yeah, I like pan pizza too.
It's a little greasy at times.
A
but
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in terms of mainstream, corporate pizza, that's probably my favorite one.
Okay.
I am not a big Papa John fan.
No?
I'll eat it was there. Papa John's tastes good when it's fresh.
Yeah.
Once after an hour, forget it.
Right.
Nothing to do with it.
That's a good slogan though for Papa John's. Better greenies, better pizza. I mean, that's
Yeah.
smart.
It's good to eat that when it's fresh.
Yeah. And I don't really consider Papa John's a really good pizza anyways.
Damn, rubbery.
Yeah,
My son loves it though. Unfortunately, he's like, Dad, you can't make fun of that. I go, Papa John's for losers. He's like, Dad, you're a loser. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Because now you're grounded.
That right. I'll show you how much of a loser I
Can't
am.
call me a loser. You're grounded, buddy.
Go think about that in
Who
your
the hell
room.
who the hell think is buying you the damn pizza in the first place?
Exactly.
Exactly. So.
Okay, it's RJ with 9 deuce versus Sender with ace tray of diamonds. And another ace on the flop. Aces on the flop has been a lot for someone who had ace rag. This
Sender
whole
picks up.
He's got two pair. He's got
pretty much check mark here. Pretty
yeah,
much.
it's a nail in the coffin. I mean, he didn't have to have the ace. He still would have won. I mean, even on the flop, it was something else.
He would. I think RJ would need like a runner, like something long shot.
Big crazy hand to win that hand from RJ. But he was the big blind. That's what happened, though.
Tightest two-outer ever in history.
What did I seen? I seen a crazy run out. Was runner run disgusting.
What's that?
I think it was a cash game or something yesterday. It was so disgusting. It's like it's one of those hands like they shouldn't have lost and they lost.
They can't do this no more. This is long. I play Ultimate, the fastest game ever. I don't play this shit no more.
For those people, this is too.
Oh, Don's saying he plays Ultimate now. It's a quick game.
Backy, if I was 40 like Rudy again, what are you 40? 38?
Oh, right there, right? You're on the
I know.
Rudy's gonna take the 38. That's right there.
That was the best year.
I love my life. Right
Right.
I love my life. I'm living my best life right now.
He is. He just got back. What was it, Spain? It was a trip. What was the whole trip that Rudy just got back from?
Oh, I know 40. You don't know.
Rudy, where did he just came back from? What trip did he just come back from?
He was in Europe.
It was Spain, though, right? Isn't it
Yeah, Spain was on them. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a 2-week, 3-week vacation or something. It was beautiful.
Oh, wow, bro. I think you're little. I don't see no Molo.
What's that smell?
It's like pizza.
I know.
I'll tell you what. The pizza here is pretty good, actually.
Betty said she was gonna bring us pizza. Look at this. Sender with ace king again. Different raise. He raises the 200K now. But this is a classic race here. Jeremiah all in here with the queens. I like it. It's called the coin flip.
Half of it. We'll understand half of it, or we're going to get to hear it.
See how I said this is 50-50? It's aces, kings, ace, king, and queens. This is the coin toss here.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Smells good. Whatever it is, it smells good.
Yeah, it smells fresh. Okay, there it is. All right, we see the flip off. Here we go. Queens versus Sender's Ace King. Who do you root for, folks? Put it in the chat. Put it in real quick. Oh, it's Ace King suited. Oh, my money's on the Ace King. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Because they're suited.
One over.
Oh, never mind. 2,
And
9, 6.
Now it's a heavy underdog now.
Yeah, correct. And a 4 changes nothing.
80-20 now. River card.
Oh, it's a deuce. Queens gets a nice little double up here.
And Jeremiah will chip up.
Well, he did the right thing. He did the stand-up. Once you're all in on a tournament, always stand up. Please stand up. Nice little double up here.
Talk shit about my career and then it's full house.
I didn't say you.
It's a healthy double up there.
That's not your career. You're all right. That's nowhere near your career.
So, Sender, who was the chip leader, who even lost after that pot, like 250K, still up in the top 5. And now Jeremiah is going to be our chip leader here. And there are your payouts again, once again. First place is $3,752. Good for like a week's worth of groceries these days.
Yeah.
Groceries so expensive.
I'm telling you, man. I did a small load of groceries today, this morning before I came to work on Target, and it was $100. It's like, dude.
It's
seriously?
10 items. Yeah.
Ridiculous, dude.
It is ridiculous. It's out of control.
This guy's a walking cartoon character. Literally. It looks like he just came out of a dandruff commercial. It's ridiculous. You guys are entertaining this shit.
Comments, I love it.
Look who's talking. I know.
RJ with 10 jack offsuit on the button raises to 40,000. Sender 8-3 folds, and Dom with 5 deuce cannot contend. Easy steal.
The other day when I saw you, before I thought you.
I want something here. Why do you feel bad?
I don't want to sit in front of the whole table and the whole crew. But I do feel bad.
Rudy refraining his comments. Being nice. Play nice. Let's be nice. There was a time, I think, a couple of months ago, Rudy was like, on every final table, running so good, just taking it down. I wanted to make sure to run like Rudy, just so it was so good. Poker is fun when you play good and run well as well. I mean, just hand for hand, when you're getting lucky and playing good, it's a tough combination. And the fun part of this game. Because sometimes you could play perfect poker and do the right thing and still lose, and you're like, it's so frustrating.
He's been on a million cruises and his life, he's the best, he flips houses, that guy, right? We've seen that guy a million times. Well, especially in a situation like this, right? So Corey and I are at the bar, and I finally see this guy. This guy's name is Don. And I'm like,
To fold when I have a good hand.
RJ playing the cutoff with 8-5, raising it to 50,000. And that wins, too. And he's going to show the table, listen, guys, I'm loosening up a little bit. Queen 5 offsuit. Good news, bad news about showing the hand. Good news is when you have a good hand, you'll get called. The bad news is when you have a good hand, you might get called. And then you're like, why did you win? Because, well, a few hands ago you showed me Queen High, so I think you're bluffing all the time now.
I had an over-under on how quickly you would tell us that you were on 40 cruises. I said I lost. He's like, so he just started from there. So we start talking. I started entertaining this guy. I love this. Well, by the way, Corey's my son. We go on this cruise together. It's like we do a father something every year. So you're gonna love this shit. So he keeps going on, and I go, so you have a kid? He goes, yeah, I got a daughter, man. She hates me. I go, yeah, my son does too. So I start going that route. So I start doing that.
Chad all in with ace king here of diamonds. Fold, 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 fold. And you just pick up the blinds. All right, well, you know.
I didn't have my 6. I would have called you.
That little bitch. That's right, man. Like he's a fucking piece of
9
shit.
seconds.
So Corey starts, he's got actual tears because he's looking at them, he's trying not to react. I said,
we
You know
change
what?
seat?
They can. I said, yeah, he can go get. He can get his own job and buy his own shoes. We're here. This is where we're supposed to be. I got my buddy here. I'm showing him like the cruise life in the European European
I
cruise.
didn't
I
start
said,
it.
those kids, they can kiss our ass.
You're blaming
As a matter of fact, I've been trying to get out of child support for years. Yeah, man.
So Rudy's telling a story.
The kid don't even want to
No
walk him no
idea.
more.
So I like literally Corey's fine. And literally he's holding it in. Because I'm just
So his son, him and Corey have the coolest father and
A
son.
really good father and son relationship.
Really good. I think that's putting it kindly.
Right.
I mean,
Well, Rudy says it proudly. He says that his son is his best friend, which is great.
he
I mean,
really is though.
that I know that bond that's phenomenal that you can have something like that. Not only the love for your child, but to have, his son is older. You know, he's like 20 years old, right? So
No, older now. He's like 25 now.
yeah, something like that's what I'm saying. Like he's a true adult. So, but to have that bond where you can relate to things and have the fun time. So he's talking about a story how he's talking to someone else who does cruises and. It's kind of funny.
hanging out with. They go like, yo, the girls are calling us. Listen, it was nice to meet you, man. You're doing great. Keep it up. You're good. You got a friend here.
159.
You never knew, man.
Carlos all in with Ace King. Everyone's going all in with Ace King now here. That's kind of crazy. Crazy? It's kind of crazy. RJ contemplating a call with Queen High.
But I gotta tell you why he wastes time. why I felt bad about this clown is that
Look at this clown.
the next day when I'm getting ready to leave, we're like waiting for the numbers.
Killing
to
my
call.
ears, man.
I get off
I can't
early.
concentrate.
So I'm walking by, and that same guy, and I'm glad I didn't tell him that I was doing what I was doing. Because when I was getting off, when we were getting ready to wait, I saw him sitting there on a lounge chair by himself.
Like two of
Always
us.
by himself.
Bummed out.
To me, like, to me, it's like it was a pitiful view because like
Queen Jack.
I'm glad.
They
So he thought he really had a friend with me. So like I'm like, all right, I'm glad I didn't like expose the
So
whole
you
thing.
didn't go walking to him?
No, I left
just
him
left?
alone. I just like, yeah, we left, bro.
I think you'll go see me again.
The guy's seeing it like his kid. Like,
Don enjoying the story. Don's like, hey, it's a great story.
You had that he killed himself. And you're going to say, oh, my God.
Yeah, it does. I told Josh, you know what, Rudy? It's good that he's storytelling. You know, some people are good storytellers. I'll tell you another person. Pizza John. Do you know who Pizza John is? John, the poker player?
Maybe.
He used to own Boca's Best Pizza.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen him around for a couple of months, but he used to play like every single tournament, super aggressive, and he was a great storyteller. So, and
I probably know who he is. It's just the face.
definitely,
and
if
the
you
name.
saw who he was, you would definitely know. He anytime you needed a story, he would pull one up or a joke or something like that. He was always a good conversationalist. Also, who's really good is Jeff. The train wreck, Silver Fox.
Yeah.
He could pull up a story. Some people have that.
How do you call him the train wreck? I don't understand that.
I don't know where you got the name that name from. It was Silver Fox for a little while, and they would call him the train wreck. You didn't know how he had that nickname?
It is so Fox.
It is Silver Fox, yeah.
But he started using train wreck recently too. Also, I don't know why he did that.
They're right. That's what I'm saying. Like
I wasn't in on the joke for the record. So
me neither. I don't know where they came from. I guess he says he's a train wreck sometimes. I guess that makes sense. I don't know if it's self-proclaimed.
I guess.
It wasn't one of the nicknames I gave him, but he's a really good storyteller. Some people have the gift of gab, and they can tell you a story from beginning to end, and it makes
That
sense.
is Rudy in a nutshell.
Right, but there's some people who tell you a story, and they'll bring out stuff like, and it was like high noon, and the sun was beating from the left-hand side, and this guy in the car drove by, and you're like, what? Why are you giving me those details? I don't. Just tell me what's the story? What's the result? Tell me the gist of it. All right, here we go. 8-4 versus King Queen.
Here we go.
Let's go back to poker. D went all in. He made a move. Dom made the call for $55,000, and the flop is Deuce, Jack, 9, 2 diamonds. D with the only diamond in his hand. Ace helps nobody. Well, actually, it helps Dom more. He's got now a straight draw to go with his 2 overcards, but he doesn't need anything. He just needed to fade the 4. Just needed to fade the 4.
I said you're gonna be good. It's not gonna wrap.
Now I come after him.
Oh, Dom's after Rudy now.
Chips, I understand the card. I mean, that's all
I
right.
didn't say it. I'm just telling you.
Funny.
You got 9 guys wishing for that one card. Come out of
Who's wishing for that? Are you nuts? Can we joke? But there's money on the line.
No, but he has no chips, so he's got to play it. You know what I mean? I never get mad at that.
No, man. No one's mad. Justifying the hand.
Don from the cruise. You saw him mad, right?
Yeah,
I should be that guy in the cruise. I'm gonna jump off the fucking. I would have jumped off and said, "Man, fucking God." I got that guy. You ruined that guy's life. Shit. That guy's ruined, bro. Could you imagine he finds out that that's my son? Like he would have been ruined.
Yeah, you know that, right? Thank
He
God.
would have been ruined.
Yeah, your son's home being depressed.
Rudy now, a king, jack of diamonds. Story time. Let's put that on hold. I'm going to raise it up here. Beep, beep.
I raised. I think he accidentally.
Josh said clip.
Oh, you're in the end.
That's funny.
You didn't tell me. You didn't
Got him.
Next time, say it out loud. I would have re-raised.
How's the microphone sound there? That's all, Josh. We're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, Joshua, how's it sound? Please tell me it sounds good. Cause it sounds great on our end.
Yeah, I think we fixed that little problem we had earlier.
You were spraying for
And listen,
Does it sound sexy?
I like the fact that people not only do they want to see us, they want to hear what we have to say. I like that.
You said perfect.
Yes,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
It's cool shit, but I'm not rooting for him to stay and keep me out here long.
He be telling you.
So it's very strong when somebody raises and they continue talking and they're having a story that sonification that they actually have a strong hand. They don't really care if somebody calls or not. That's something you can do with a mediocre hand when you raise and you still continue the conversation. It shows strength. So not only the bet size, but how your posture and your image is. There's an all-in bet. He's like, I'm tired. My hands are up. I don't care. Steven with King 10 of Hearts. And a chip leader right behind him, Jeremiah. Ace 7 folds. Couple more folds right behind. Beep, 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 beep. And Rudy, Queen 9. Is it worth the call?
10 or better. And 10 or better, and it's.
Uh-oh. He's going to look at the Queen. If he sees the Queen, he makes the call. It's a 50-50 coin flip. Oh, it's a 9, so he's going to fold. It's only 70,000. Oh, he makes the call. I think he would have. I think making the fold would have been fine there. So it's 2 cards versus 2 cards, and Jack 5 is no good for Rudy. Queen though spikes the Queen, and guess what? You take a gamble, you win sometimes. Rudy gets lucky there with.
Shut your mouth. Say goodbye to the
Shut
game.
your mouth.
You're happy about that. Don't act like you're not.
Sometimes you just gotta get lucky. Rudy now the chip leader with 570,000 chips. Right into the win stream.
Nice.
On the mic.
Oh, you heard it now?
I heard it.
Oh,
That's fine.
I heard it earlier, but it stopped.
Okay. Speaking of Ron's, there it is. Color up my boy Ron. I don't know, something fishy going on there. Looks like he's getting an extra chip. No, I'm kidding. It's good. Those stacks, 520 in their stack is 100K. So
Yeah.
he took 3 stacks of red and he gave him 3 little small stacks of yellows, which are 25K units. More manageable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Rudy with 8s in the small blind. See, he's a player that doesn't just limp in. I like that. These are signs of good players. They make good plays. It raises the 50K. It's what you're supposed to do. It's not 100% supposed to do, but and I told you RJ was gonna call it something goofy. He's got 10. He's calling on a principle, hoping to spike something to beat Rudy. But we have to worry about sender. Sender's in the hand, so we have 3 ways to the flop. Queen, ace, king. That's actually a good flop for RJ. He checks, though. King, 1 pair, which is middle pair for sender, is going to bet and maybe take this pot down. Rudy gets out of the way. 3 overcards when you have a pair sucks. But RJ doesn't come along either, so a mediocre hand, but it actually works. It worked that hand. That's why sometimes position is more important than your cards.
Smells good, like a grilled hamburger. Restaurant's over at the other end.
But even though you lose that hand, I like the raise as consistency, though. So that's the thing what you're supposed to do. People sometimes get results oriented and they don't realize the dynamics of how to play really good poker.
For my legs, vibration.
Dom raised the 55K with pocket deuces. And Sender's going to ship it. What a name for poker. And Dom's making the call with deuces, so we're going to see this hand, buddy. Buddy. It's jacks versus deuces.
Center has
Stephanie's hand. All right, 7, ace, 4. 8 on the club. There's only flush for Sender, but they both make a flush. However, Sender had a higher flush. Yeah, I was kind of interesting to see Dom make a call. I mean, I like the raise part of it, but to call off there with deuces, and he didn't need to.
Yep.
But I guess that you just put him on 2 overcards maybe, or Sender trying to steal the hand.
Twan, you're correct on that, and I wish you'd tell Stephanie that.
Deuces always loses.
So listen to me, though.
Draw with 2 outs. Yeah, listen, I mean, it's a slight advantage versus ace-king. Slight pre-flop. But it's a hand that's so vulnerable that, Stephanie likes this because she's won a lot of money from it. Yeah. So that's the thing.
Exactly.
Do you like deuces at all?
Not really.
Okay. It's a good hand when you hit a set, though, because it's really disguised. Most people don't ever see it.
Different.
So that's a different story.
What is the odds of happening, though? Of flopping pocket deuces, ending in a
So look at this play here. Rudy raises the 50K, and RJ, right on the button, raises the 200,000. And I don't even think it's good cards. I think it's just position. So.
Twan, you're correct also, too. Ace, king, C1, rivers, and deuces. I agree.
Knock me out.
Yeah, Twan, my man. What's up, buddy?
You know why, too, also? People have deuces, though.
Yeah.
Unless you're limping and everybody limps, you're not going to be making it to the flop.
Okay, so we have a race here. Ace, king versus sixes. 50-50 on the flop. 5, 9, 5, 7. And there's your turn.
That's all she wrote, I think.
Yeah. RJ's out, and Rudy's saying that's all she wrote. Bye.
Go sit over there by yourself.
It's okay.
That was a flip. That was 50-50.
Bye-bye, buddy. buddy. You got seats over there. You watch me win.
That's good. You can find more vitamins for you to grow up.
All right. Hey, they have dandruff medication. They have medication. They do. I swear. They have medication. They have prescriptions. Go upstairs. Get your $300 in your shoe shine box.
Ron's going to sit down and play with some of Rudy's chips here. We got a new player to the table. Speaking of players, when is going to be the employee tournament? Everyone wants to see me bust. I know it. Man, Ron was quick to take off 200. He didn't need to make that color up there. I mean, so Rudy's our new chip leader with 960,000 in chips. But to his left is the second in chips, which is Sender, who's been also aggressive. And because Ron is down in the box, our player count says 9 still.
It's 7, right?
I think 7 or 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in a good mood?
I'm in a very good mood.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
I'm alive.
Wow. You went. You're in a good mood. You're like, I'm blessed, son. I'm blessed.
Like I said, as I get older, man, honestly, bro, as I get older, you're appreciating the small things.
You really should. And we realize that. I think we talked about that last time. You know how great things are.
And you know what? We'll do it again. You know what? And we're here next week, you and I.
We'll do it again?
We'll do it again.
Yes.
Because I think some people lack perspective on things. And look, I'm not saying everybody's life, no one's life's hard. Everybody has a hard. You get that.
Preach, bro.
But it's about perspective.
It's not only perspective. Here's the thing, though. viewpoint is that we take things that we have on a daily basis for granted only because we don't realize we think we have an infinite amount of time, which we know we don't.
We don't.
Right. So, I mean, tomorrow's not promised to anyone. We've heard that statement before.
Yeah.
Knock on wood that we're here today. So, I mean, yes. I mean, if you look at the biggest blessing to be healthy and alive, and we get deuces and tens again. Here we go. All right, sorry. Deuces and tens.
And Rudy Ray's away with it.
D should go all in here. Small pair. But I think he folds because of Rudy's
raise.
raise.
You should go all in that one?
What his stack size, though? When you bet out and someone raises you, you have one choice.
He played scared there.
He did. You're supposed to go all in.
Yeah, go. You're saying that about that.
It's a mathematical thing in poker sometimes. When you have a small stack like that and you put money in the pot, even though you know you beat, just take your loss the way you're supposed to take your loss. Because you might spike the deuce.
Right, but you're saying about like perspective in life and stuff.
Right. No, it's we take it for granted because we have like an abundance of it. Every day we wake up, we're like, oh, we're supposed to wake up, right? But we're not really supposed to wake up. We're lucky that we wake up and we're able to.
The next day.
Right, that we're breathing and we're healthy and we're walking and.
It's always an assumption that's going to be there. It's an assumption that your job's going to be there. It's an assumption all this is going to be there.
Right.
And great. If you had it a long time, great. Continue.
Right.
But at the same time, just know that nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing.
I tell my kids that all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing's guaranteed. But nothing is.
But you learn that there's a saying that says you better appreciate what you have, otherwise you regret what you lost. Like if you're not happy for what you have now, you'll never be happy with more.
I try to avoid.
Yeah.
Getting like are there things I wish could have gone differently? Are there things
Sure.
I regret doing? Yeah, but I don't like to get bogged down into like, oh man, I should have done that. Because look, you still have stuff ahead of you. To look forward to, God willing, of course. So you try to focus on the things we can do.
Well, Sender's had Ace King a lot of times, and now again he's in for a race.
Yep.
Ace King versus tens on a 6-5 Jack board. All in, he shoves it. I think Carlos calls.
Calls did call?
Well, Sender shipped it all in. Carlos might fold because it's an overpair and there's a jack on the board, but he calls. Yeah, he makes the call.
He is ahead.
He is.
He has 4 outs, 5 outs. That's set for Sender.
Right. Any ace or any king is the only way really to win there. Beep, boop, beep.
Does Sender spike an ace or king?
Ace on the river.
Or does 10 hold on? No.
Barry Greenstein's ace on the river. And tens hold up.
Tens do hold.
That's twice Sender has lost with ace king as he rolls his eyes. Like, what the hell? Todd says ace king is good hand. And this will show you that it's not. Yeah, listen, I mean, when you were younger, you don't learn to be grateful. But when you do get to a certain age, if we're lucky, you realize that things are so good. And the more you see the good, the more good you see in your life. If that makes any sense to you.
Right, absolutely, yeah. I try to live in the moment.
Yeah, listen, I mean, there's people trying to build roads and working in the sun. I mean, who wants that job?
Brother, I mean, tell you right now. I look, and I'm not saying it because I'm on the air at the place I work at. I truly mean this. I love where I work. I've been here 21 years this August, and I love the family atmosphere built here, and I just love my job. Are there things with my job that are not, I won't say aggravating, but are there things that are tough? Yeah, dealing obviously for as long as we have now. The physical part is kind of tough at times. I'll give you that. But that's what it ends for me.
Pin that thought because I want to comment in on that. We have jacks with Sender all in. Carlos now looking at tens. My thinking Sender's on tilt here. Carlos fold? Huh? Just a crazy thought there. Rudy has queen 9 there suited, but doesn't want to contend. This is a big bet, though, from Sender. So, another thing about this job, too, is so funny that you say that, because sometimes when I'm dealing, I love poker myself, so sometimes I don't feel like I'm working. I mean, I don't want to tell that to anyone, but last night I had a blast, and I had a great time, and the 8 hours went, gone, and I'm like, I'm one of those weird people that really enjoy myself.
And I think that's why, to your point, is why even on the days that are rough for me, if I come in work for reasons, whether or not it's like I'm tired or I'm aggravated with some stuff at home with the kids and stuff, it's like, you know what? I do a job that I get to talk to people while I'm working. Whether it's employees and players, and I'm dealing a game.
Right.
That's so much fun.
It can be
simple.
It really is your mindset, though, because you see it for what it is, and some people do get frustrated. They do have the players that say some nasty things that happens. That happens. But
Yeah.
if you focus on that, though, this job really becomes a grind.
Right.
But if you focus on the part, like, you know what I mean, this is a good job.
I mean, look at this. We're getting paid to watch a game. We're getting paid to watch a
Allegedly,
and
we're getting paid.
Yeah, allegedly, right. We're watching a game of poker.
Right.
Okay. People that we know.
Yes.
Like Rudy, for example.
Right.
And we get to critique, not critique it, but you know what I mean.
Right, we do
The
critique a little bit,
right.
yes.
So, I mean, perspective, you know.
No, some people get paid a lot of money to be a commentator on such things as sports, high stakes,
Right.
even the World Series of Poker,
Right.
the Poker Go, those players, you know, I mean, that's the next step. If I ever leave this job, I mean, I'm only going for there, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Josh, no, I'm not going anywhere, Josh. I didn't,
Calm down, Josh.
I didn't say that.
Don't get all tall Josh now.
Right, but the reason why I could do this for hours, and we do, I mean, we started at 3:30, 4 o'clock almost.
We started
And,
at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we're running it now. So, I mean, you have to like what you do. And if you don't enjoy it, then, yeah, everything that you do becomes tedious and work. And it's just a shift of how you feel about it. Like you said, their staff is really great. Coworkers, most of them, I get along with everybody. The floor is phenomenal. You got bosses like Josh and, you know, Jacob that listen to you when you ever need them. You know, there's some people who are like run with an iron fist, not these fellas. So if anyone wants a job, come down to the Kennel Club. It's 111 North Congress Avenue. We might be hiring. But it can be a fun place to work. And I have some players that, you know, like me. They say they like me. And we talk and we chat. And it doesn't feel like I'm working. It feels like I'm just having a good time. Very fortunate to be here. And I mean, you on the mic here, it's a good companionship. You do a great job, Ernest.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Don't forget the boys in the back. We have Trevor, Andrew, and Ron making sure that everyone can see the whole cards and the chip counts and the payout structure. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
We have an all-in play here from Chad, King Jack. And Rudy has King Jack as well. Does not contend. I like it. Good fold for 95K. The power of the all-in bet when it's a healthy stack like that, it doesn't matter what the cards are. It's putting you to the test of whether or not you have a hand that you can contend with. So, good play, good timing.
Thank you for making everybody laugh at me. You got your shot. You got your shot. Don't even say it like that. I took a shot. I love you, so I just sit here. I'll take my L, man. I love you, bro. So, yeah.
The blinds are 10K, 20K, 20K. It says we're on hand 108. We've been streaming. We're on the 108th hand that you've been watching. Who knows what time you've joined in. So we'll go over a couple numbers for you if you're just chiming in now. We had 134 entries. One of the lower sides of the entry this week. We've gotten up to 150, 135, 180K. First place is $3,752. We're all in the money, and it's Jacks versus 4 here. Rudy's got a pair of 4s. 7, Trey, 10. 6 for 5. Oh, he gets the 5 with a straight. He said I had this hand, and that's the crazy part of the game.
This game is nuts.
Oh, oh, that is running like Rudy. That's the guy I know. Pair of 4s versus Jacks. He went runner straight. And he said he knew it was coming. Here's the thing, how that really happened. All right, listen, we'll boil it down.
Yeah.
You might say it was a crazy hand that went down. But D only had 70,000 chips. And at this blind level, Rudy with pair of 4s was like any 2 cards really would have made it. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. He had a pair, so he made the call and got rewarded for it. That's all. I mean, it looks like he made a kind of like a hero call, but it was just it kind of was what it was. I mean, it's good to run good. So we're down to 5 players now. Rudy's saying it's wild. Wow, it's crazy. It's 5th place gets $920. So the next person out, D got $699, which is $700. That's pretty good, though. That's a pretty good payday.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, 7s versus Ace-8. Another player out?
No. Yeah, maybe. No.
Chad wins with a straight. I can't see the whole board. Okay, so obviously Chad's doubling up here. What did you see? I was talking about the payouts. Didn't see how the play went down real quickly. I guess Chad had pocket 7s, and Rudy was trying to use his run good to knock out another player. It's not a battling tournament. Rudy, he had any haste, any heart. That's what it went down. The pair holds up, and Chad doubles up. So now we're still 5-handed. Rudy, because he has 2 overcards and the flush draw, that he was the favorite. So it might possibly percentage-wise, but just because you're the favorite doesn't mean you have to win the hand. Yeah. Sick. He wins with 4s versus jacks, but when he's the favorite, he doesn't win. It's balance, baby. It's fair. The good news for Rudy is that it was a small stack and it wasn't that big of a deal. So, you know what we haven't seen in a long time? The V-Pip. What?
I don't think I see it at all today.
I don't think once tonight. Hello, people.
I think V-Pip's on vacation.
That was a good thing you said. That was funny.
I'm pretty good at this sometimes. Sometimes.
You know what? We need a radio we need a radio so we can tell production. Where's the V-Pip? Put the payouts out. They would get so mad at us. My favorite number, 111, or hand number 111. Yeah, 111. You know what's funny, though? 1111, I use that all the time. We were on 1111 North Congress Avenue. That is the craziest part.
In a book I read, there was a guy that lived.
5-handed, first place, $3,752. Second place, $2,319. Third place, $1,674. Fourth place, $1,230. And then last place, next player to get knocked out gets $920. So everyone's $1,000 but nobody's talked about the chop. So we're playing it, baby. Someone's phone's ringing. Hello? Hello, this is the future calling. Poker's fun when you're running good like that. You have 4s versus jacks, and you go runner straight. And you're like, yeah, I kind of had the feeling it was coming. The blinds, I think, just gone up, so they're 15,000, 30,000 now. Rudy doing what I told Rudy to do best. Raise from the button. Don't matter what your 2 hole cards are. Small blind folds, but unfortunately the big blind goes all in. Now Rudy's got to fold. All right, we tried. Listen, buddy, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And Jeremiah, who's been very quiet since his double up, finally decided King-Queen was worth all of his chips. Knowing that Rudy could have had any 2 cards there, raising from the button. That's the only downsides of raising from the button, is that people, if they realize that you do it often enough, you could have any 2 cards. So, but the good news is when you do have a monster hand, you sometimes get paid off.
A lot of water today.
Yeah, right?
Water's good for you. Water's so good for you.
I wish we had that survey. How many cups of water do you drink a day? Do you think that you're supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces?
Fluid ounces. Not ounces. Fluid ounces.
What's the difference between a fluid ounce and a regular ounce?
I have no clue.
Okay, thank you. It's liquid. It's the same thing, right? It's not weight. I think you're talking about fluid ounces as in.
Well, let's say water is good for your blood. It keeps your blood flowing good.
Right. Is there a thing though? Drinking too much water bad for you though? I gotta look that up.
Yes, it can. It can. Actually,
That's what I'm saying.
It could freeze up your organs.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's another thing we haven't seen: the food pyramid. I mean, no one uses that anymore. Remember how they created that something, little something up there?
Is that still a thing?
I don't think it's a thing anymore, but I remember growing up with it. Drinking too much water can cause the electrolytes levels in your body to get out of whack and cause sodium levels to plummet. There you go. See? That's what I just looked up. Is drinking too much water bad for you? So
yeah, but the question though is how much is too much though? Is there a number? Is there what is the data?
Well, that's another question.
Right.
That's another question.
Because I agree with that. There is definitely, but the question is how much is too much?
Who knows the right answer to that, right?
Exactly.
No more than 48 ounces. Where'd you get your information from? Read that.
Wait, per hour. Per hour.
What?
Is key. Per hour. Not a day. So don't drink 2 bottles of that in an hour.
Wow, that does say per hour.
That's what I'm saying.
That's amazing. I'm drinking way too little water then. I need to drink. I need to pick it up. What?
So Monty, who was in the tournament earlier, got
yes,
knocked out third hand.
Okay.
Monty, come on, man, do better next time. If that's what I'm streaming it, do better next time, buddy. Okay? He just texted me. He goes, "What weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound nails?"
It's the same. No, dummy. They're the same. They're both a pound.
They're both a pound. Yeah.
Yeah. So why'd you say? There's really cool. I've seen it once before in an airtight, no air room, and they've dropped both items that they fall at the same level. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm talking to him now over this stream and on text now too. On top of that.
Yeah, Monty. Yeah, you're supposed to make the final
Call
table.
me a dummy.
Did you tell him nails? That's great.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I repeated your answer.
Yeah. Funny. Funny how? How am I funny?
Funny or dummy? I'm dummy.
Add lemon to liquid TV. What the hell? IV, what?
Well, liquid IV to help the sodium attach to water to your cells. That's what I do.
That's what you do.
I guess at the end of the day, we know water is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
How much water is too much water a day?
Right, but I'm thinking to do less compared to what your quote from what you say. I need to drink double, triple this. Oh my God, I'm not drinking enough water.
Yeah,
and I thought I was drinking enough.
Just make sure to put water in your system. Just make sure you drink at least. I try to do at least 2 of these a day. James Kane said, add LMNT or liquid IV to help the sodium attach to water.
Yeah, what is LMNT? What the hell is that?
I've heard it before. I don't know exactly what it means in entails, but I've heard it before. It's Carlos says pocket sixes. By the way, the chat today a little bumpy a little bit. People.
Well, they got some people off.
Final table now.
Yeah, it'd just be Rudy talking about himself, and no one needs that.
Why? What's wrong with Rudy talking about himself? You got to show me love. I'm gonna go home, put on the Panthers game, and watch Cobra Kai tonight. Did you watch Cobra Kai by any chance?
Back in the days, I saw some of the new episodes. I wasn't.
It's really good. It's really good.
So the recommendation total fluid intake should be 3,000 milliliters for men and 22 milliliters for women. That's what it says.
So how many fluid ounces in a milliliter?
I don't know.
That's the question.
That's a good question.
But that's how they sell it. They sell water in fluid ounces. So the Zephyr Hills you get all the time in the bottle. That's 8 fluid ounces. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's also that whole 6 to 8 cups of water a day. Like fluid ounces a day. I don't know, man. Come on. You know what? Next week Friday, I'm gonna have a whole thing for you. Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do like a whole
Stay continued next week Friday when we're on the stream.
That's a mistake. It's 5 players left, I think, right?
Yeah. Don't look at the top
Don't
right hand
mind
corner.
that. We'll fix that in a second.
Ignore the Oz.
Brandon Marlowe says, the Macho Man will stay hydrated. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you know what he does? He stays hydrated with a cup of coffee in the big time. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Do you drink your coffee right in the morning? Because they say it's also bad for you.
I don't drink coffee at all. So
I like coffee.
I'm a tea guy.
I am now a coffee. I am a tea guy, too.
I'm a tea guy with milk, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, my recipe to my grandmother. She got me to that as a kid.
They say milk is bad for us because we shouldn't be drinking it.
No, milk's okay.
In your opinion.
I've heard that bacon's bad. Red meat's bad. No, red meat's good for you. All the nutrients in the
So Chad is all in. All right, forget about that. We'll go back to poker. Ace Jack Chad all in for 325.
We can talk poker and protein.
Sender with the better hand calls, and now we're off to the races. We've seen this Ace Jack versus Ace Queen earlier when Nina was in the hand. She won. But this time, I think Ace Queen holds up. I'd put my money on it.
Bottom line, as we get to the flop here, everything's about balance. anything that's too extreme is bad for you.
Okay, so there's an argument that I'll have about that. Oh, there's a jack in
Jack
the
in the
window.
window!
Oh, to the wall. Jack, trade, deuce. Man, things are not going well for Sender. He came to the table as a chip leader, was up to like 600,000 at one point, and now losing.
I love the drama Gio's putting here in these chips.
Yes, the way he's running the cards
and
out.
that's it. For,
beautiful.
For
No,
Sender. No, Sender's still in.
Sender's still in, but he's not happy about it though.
No. No, like I said, anything that's too. Look, balance is good. Bottom line, everything. There's balance. The only thing that's good for you that's extreme is sex.
Okay, so
sex.
you want me to blow your mind about balance?
Yeah.
Do you truly think your life is balanced? Do you ever think it will be?
My life? Mm-hmm. I know mine's not.
Okay. So we talk about balance,
I
we
try
want
to,
balance,
but I know
right?
I know it's not balanced enough.
But if you really looked at balance in your life, you would have as many good days as you had bad days. And would you be able to handle as many bad days as you have good days?
It depends on what you interpret as a bad day. If you being tired at work and feeling groggy is a bad day.
But that's just an interpretation of a bad day.
That's what I'm saying. So what interprets a bad day?
Flat tire before you come to work.
Everybody's definition of bad day is not the same.
Let's say you had to replace your tire on your car every 4th day.
That's a bad week.
But there's balance, though. You can say, well, you know what, though? You're happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Screw you. Screw you.
Right. My son's all in King Deuce.
Let's say you had food poisoning once a month.
Bad month.
Is there balance, though? If you have a bad month every month of the year, see, one day, you said one day would make it a bad month, though?
Yeah.
There's your balance, my friend.
That's true.
We truly want more good days in our life than we have bad days, and we are very blessed that we do.
That's
okay,
true.
I'm going to stop preaching.
No. We're still waiting for a call here. So, I'm with you on that. But, again, it's perspective.
We want easy and good in our lives, though. That's the whole thing. But we don't understand that struggle and problems are part of a whole life. It's a balanced life. You're going to have issues.
I will say struggle for me growing as a kid and growing up, through life, made me appreciate the good when the good happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think the struggle, if you have the right perspective, right energy.
Sender on the short stack with King Deuce all in. Jeremiah called the Ace Jack.
Right.
Jeremiah earlier doubled up through Sender with Queens versus Ace King, so now he has a chance to eliminate this person. And your flop here will be
8 in the window.
Jack in the window.
Oh, well, Jack 2.
Jack 2. Okay, Sender has no club, so he needs a deuce or a king to stay alive.
Yeah, it's here. No.
Trey was close.
Jeremiah has deuce. Wait, hold on, this is wrong.
Yeah, Jack. Jeremiah wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
But why Sender have? So why does Sender have the percentage?
I don't know why they thought that. But they got the check mark right.
Yeah. That was thrown off though.
It was off by something. Something was off there.
I had Jeremiah as the dog on that 20%. Like no, he's
ahead. He was ahead the whole time. Yeah. Jeremiah was ahead pre-flop on the flop, turn in river. Yes.
And then there were 4.
There we go, folks. Sender did a great job. Came out with the first hand of the final table. Shot out Ace King, won that pot, and then went downhill from there. Took our fifth place spot for $920. Still a great payday.
Absolutely. 920.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I just realized Blink-182 is playing tonight down Miami. All the small things.
I always say a good day could turn into a good week, which could turn into a good month, which would actually give you a full good year, and then you have a good life. It's all perspective. It is. Oh, okay. Ron says, everyone give me 100 chips in red. And then Rudy's like, yo, bro, I'm in the middle of a hand. What are you doing? 10-7. Check from Chad. Rudy's going to bet here, 8 high. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. It's a good play.
Good play, good play, good play.
Chad's got a draw, so he's going to make the call. Let's see what the turn brings us. A 6. Now the board's paired. Check again from Chad. Rudy, you sense weakness. Go for the bet. No, go for the bet. Go for the bet. He didn't like the call, so he's gonna pump the brakes a little bit, which I said you should do that sometimes. So now Chad's understand why did he check back if he actually has a hand? Can he steal the pot? Okay, so he checked, and Rudy did what Rudy's supposed to do. He's gonna bet in position and win this hand with 8. Oh, come on! Another day in the park for Rudy.
Good Lord.
Show you how it's done.
No lie, I'm not even saying I'm being biased, but Rudy's one of the best players in this whole room.
I think you're being biased. We are four-handed.
Slightly.
A little bit. We all like Rudy. Sometimes
he really is.
I'll be honest with you though. Before Rudy and I had this relationship, he hated me as a player. We played before in the past.
He really hates you to play for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
He hated me as a player, and I don't know, for some reason as a person. Now, there's something that I've done to him in the past. This was the past that he did not like. But he's gotten over that, and now since then he likes me. I think as a person, he always smiles when I come around. So maybe he just knows that I'm commentating on him. He's just smart.
Yeah.
He's just smart. Doesn't want me to make some bad comments. So no, we're friends now, which is good. But I know Rudy can get underneath your skin, and he does have a hot temper. I've seen him go from being cool, calm, and collected to really angry and nasty, and you're like, whoa. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
So, and he admits it though. He admits that he can be a little like over the top and angry and stuff. And I'm like, that's something we all need to work on. Here's your flop: 10 tray, jack, 3 hearts. No one has a heart, and when check, 4 on the turn. Rudy's out of position, but looking to steal. No, he checks it. Yeah, that bet should seal the deal. Takes down the hand. On to the next one. That was small blind versus big blind. Now, when you're four-handed, this is going to happen a lot. So, what do you do when you're four-handed? Well, obviously, you have to say to yourself, the blinds come around a lot quicker. There's less likely someone's going to have hands, so your range has to open up. You're no longer playing 9-handed, so you don't have to wait for premium. Sometimes any ace, any king, any 2 face cards are good enough to make a move, make a play. So
make a play.
Yeah, so here we go. Prime example. I haven't seen Rudy's card. He's on the button. Small blind's 15K. Big blind's 30K. Chad looks at his hands. Jack 10's good. Good enough for a raise. I would put in a raise, and he does. 75K. Now Rudy can look at his hand, but I would have raised otherwise, and Rudy gets out of the way. And that's smart. That's balance that you talk about. You're supposed to fold hands here. You don't have to raise the button all the time. Carlos with 3s makes the call, so we're 2 ways to the flop. Ooh, I see a jack. A jack. Jack 7 deuce. Good for Chad. He checks to Carlos. No, Carlos checked to Chad. Get those guys' names straight. Chad bets out with Jack 10, and Carlos folds. Okay, jeez. I could have said that so wrong. And a pair wins. It's hard to make a pair. It's great when you make top pair.
All right. 4 players left. So Rudy's chip leader? No, actually, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he has a couple more yellows.
Yeah, he's got a barrel of yellows and Few on top. It's a close race, though. I mean,
Yeah, seat 2's right behind him, too, also.
yeah, Rudy has 935. Jeremiah has 575, but I think he actually has more than that. Carlos in seat 1. He's got 485K, and then Chad is the last player who has 660. So it's a real close race, and they're all in it. No one's dominating. No one has like a commanding chip leader here. So one big hand could change the outcome or factors of this, but tread lightly. It's another interesting point, though, because the chips are really this close. The ICM chop would really be relatively close to each other. And I always say that guaranteed money is better than like hopeful money. If you could get somewhere close to second place money, it's worth the chop. Take that money, go downstairs, win the bad beat. Hell yeah, go to dinner, Okeechobee Steakhouse, or Italia, where they serve Italia. They serve Italian pizza, my favorite. I mean, Italian food and my favorite pizza. Jesus Christ. So if they did a chip chop, if they did a regular chop, it would be 2,251. Mm-hmm. Second place is 2,003. So if they chopped it up right now, they're all close to the second place money.
Yep, guaranteed. See what happens, though. The one so far has been no word about chop yet.
No. Some people like to play it out, and some people don't chop at all. So. And Rudy's feeling good. He's running good, playing good. He might not want to chop. Maybe he wants to take it down. It's always good once in a while to play it out. Because some events don't let you chop. Like the World Series of Poker.
For real?
Yep. No chop. You can make a deal outside the table, but you play it down for a bracelet, so that's the whole point. That's one of the prizes for the WSOP that's going on right now in summertime. And don't worry, if you can't make it there, we got tournaments every single day. Just come here, play, pretend like it's your own main event. They finally got the number right on the right-hand corner.
About time.
I know. It wasn't necessary anyway, so, you can count the heads.
There's a difference.
Some WPT tournaments as well don't let you chop, so.
Obviously, you're the big blind, bro. I think you intentionally like slowing the game down. That's my read now.
Okay, Rudy with ace-5 makes the call. Oh, I'm sorry. He raised Jeremiah all in. Jeremiah putting the pressure. Wins with queen high. Yikes. That was pretty good pressure. That was a pretty good player, Jeremiah. Rudy raised with ace-5, and Jeremiah said, you know what? I don't believe you.
Raise 75,000.
Yeah, the blinds are 15K, 30K, so it's a little plus, if you went 3X would be 90, so 2X, 2.5, it's about right, 75K. The old days used to be a 3X raise when you used to do it, so take the big blind and times it by 3. But the new number is 2.5. The new math.
New math.
Yeah. 4-4-7 on the flop. Good for Chad. Carlos with 9-8. Checks. You got to check back. There's your 5. Ooh, interesting. Now we look at Carlos's out. Any 9, any 6. So he's going to bet there. 80,000. 80,000 call. Interesting call from Chad. I don't know if he has something up his sleeve. I think hoping for a chop. I don't know. Jack on the river. Maybe he's going to try to steal it. Hard to steal when someone bets out in front of you, though. I mean, if Carlos would have checked there, easy steal from Chad. But look, Chad makes the call, and he's correct. Ace high is good. He knew something I didn't know. That's just a good read right there, right? You're calling with ace high on a board as 4, 4, 7, 5 jack. You're putting him on nothing, no pair, nothing. Where ace 8 is good. Damn, dog. Did you hear him? Dog, why would you call there? Why? So when you're trying to bluff the river, it's hard to do that when you check on the turn. I've seen this happen a lot of times. Players, when you're telling a story, bet the turn. Then you can continuation on the river, and it's a better story. But when you check the turn, you're saying that you don't have anything. Someone's going to call you with ace high sometimes. So,
Yep.
Just a thought to keep in your mind when you're playing poker. Oh, you just made me think of something now. I'm going to put this in everyone's head now. Everyone's going to get mad at me.
Won't be the first time.
Well, I get some people mad at me. Not everyone. This one's going to make everyone mad at me.
Rudy. Not in hand. Is that food? Is that food in that plate?
Yeah, what's in there, bro? You sharing?
What is it?
What is it?
What? What kind of sandwich is it?
From where?
What is it? What is it called?
That's good. Now, see, that's good, man. Because that's, that makes it that you have, like, like you're aware that you can make a funny joke like that. I like that, because then I start worrying, bro. Before that joke.
What about napkins or what?
This is napkins with grease with grease on them. Napkins and grease. It comes with the package.
When it's hot, it's phenomenon.
Okay. Got it, brother. Take care.
Yo.
Bro, I get them quick. My level of common sense is very high. Which is what makes me good at this. It's a very high level of common sense. What? Too old for that, bro. If you have more hair and less gray, you have a shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Phenomena.
Put that in your mind the whole day long.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Okay, that's all I can do without getting in trouble for copyright laws.
Okay, back to the game. Jack 3, Queen 7, 7 3. Oh, God. Mediocre hands. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Right? Do, 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 do. That's gonna be my head for- Ah! Another successful Friday, folks. Thank you all for coming and watching and listening, sharing, clicking the like play. Listen, without you, my life would have little meaning.
That's right.
Little. 15K, 30K, 30K, big blind. Keep your life positive. Watch your thoughts. Don't beat yourself up too hard. It's all just a game. Shout out to all the people in the production. Andrew, Ron, doing a great job. He doesn't think so, but you know what? He gets by. Fold. Eee. So, okay, we had Carlos all in for 220, and Rudy called with 155. And looks like Rudy's got queen high here. And all he has to do is fade the jack or the 10. All he has to do is fade some outs, and he could win this pot. Let's see what comes. Ace 8, 4. Good flop for Rudy. Let's go. Two clubs on the turn. It's a 7. Sweat card. Now it gets Carlos more outs. Any 9, any jack, any 10. What's the river going to bring you? A deuce. Rudy knocked out a player. Down to 3. You know, sometimes you don't have to get your card. You just have to fade the other card. You know, Rudy had queen 9 there. Was slightly advantaged there. Didn't really need to improve. Just didn't need to get unlucky. So, and it worked out for him. Now he's got 1.3 million in chips. The chip leader. But Chad and Jeremiah are right behind him. So Carlos just got paid 4th spot, which is $1,230. Yep. Still a really good payout. Come join us next Friday. We have are we doing 300 100K on July?
Yeah, we do. We are on
Okay.
July 11th. The weekend July 11th.
Okay, so you got one more week of the Friday, and then the following week in July we're gonna have our monthly 300 100K or multi-day tournament. That's one of the best tournaments we run here. We have Rudy with ace king now versus Jeremiah with ace 9. It was raised to 100K in the big blind. Rudy woke up with ace king. Flops an ace. They both have an ace here, but Jeremiah has 2 pair. And Jeremiah checked it for a full house. Oh my God, Rudy's gonna lose all his chips. Oh no! And Jeremiah has been very aggressive against Rudy earlier on the tournament. Just playing tricky here. I would love to see a king. Oh, my God. Sally. 4.
That's a Jeremiah check mark there.
Yeah, of course. He can't lose the hand. I mean, unless he folds, there's no way he folds. 100K. Rudy must have said something. So it's 200K and an all-in bet and a call. And Rudy sees the bad news. Oh, my God. It's disgusting. It's so sick.
Full house. Wow.
Yeah, he flopped He flopped 2 pair and turned the full house.
Yep.
No way ace king's ever getting off that hand. Rudy, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just bad luck. So you went from the chip leader, 1.3 million. Now Jeremiah is the chip leader. So it was like roles were reversed.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens here. It may impact the what happens now in terms of decision making here. Do they talk about possibly doing an ICM, maybe, you know, some of that nature? We'll
if
see.
you talk about the chop, yeah, you go from not talking about a chop to maybe talking about a chop. But I don't know if Rudy gives up so quickly because.
No. Knowing him, he's not going to just go like that.
Sick. What a sick river, though. Both have a full house, but
crazy.
Ace 9 so disguised there. You think
and
you're chopping.
And that's a rare hand to see, like especially the three-handed poker.
That's gross.
Yeah,
that's the
you're not expecting that.
That's the baddest of the bad beats there are.
No, exactly.
You hear Rudy talking to himself now in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember, but that one that was way earlier. That was pretty bad. Yeah, that was the one other hand that. Right. Ron's made a good point though. Anyone can win at poker, so if you have the itch to gamble, come on down. We have spots for everybody. It is true though. Any 2 cards can win there. Rudy with Queen 6 here. Jeremiah with pocket 7s. Rudy needing a little bit of help here to stay alive. Jeremiah going to do the 1-2 punch knockout. Full house last hand. Now he's got a pair. 2 clubs on the flop.
Oh.
It's very good for Rudy.
11 outs.
6 on the turn gives him a pair now.
13 outs now.
Any 6, any queen, any that's like, wow. That's like having half the deck in your hand and then Brick City on the river.
Ooh, Rudy's out. Oh. Let me ask you a question. Do you Let me ask you a question. Do you go on queen 6 like that? Do you do that?
He did. It was a little bit of tilt. Also, you're three-handed.
That was all tilt.
No, what? Listen, he's not supposed to wake up with 7s there. I mean, it's just a possibility he's still back to blinds. It's one of those things that happens. It's not a horrible play. You're three-handed. Your cards are suited. Jeremiah's like, oh, I don't know how I got so lucky. Just how it goes. If it wasn't for the ace-9, he definitely this position doesn't happen. So it is what it is. Rudy goes from chip leader to 3rd place, which is still $1,600. I mean, we'll call it what it is.
Right.
It's not the results he wanted. But still, if you look at the field, 134 players, to make it to the final table is difficult. To make it to the money is hard. And then to get 3rd place, it's still, I mean, look at what it is. Like perspective,
Yeah.
it's still winning. It's still good. I mean, it's not 1st place, but whatever. That's poker. They're talking about the chop here, even?
Yeah, possibly.
Your eyes. Let's see here.
I'm sorry, Ron. Ron out the beard, man. I mean, obviously, it's not new to me because I've known Ron almost 20 years, but seeing Ron out of beard is it's still strange. Easily 10 years, easily.
So I can't hear because I'm talking over the players, but one person's saying I'm on the chop and the other player's thinking about how it's not fair. I mean, it's just someone's got like 3-1 on chips on you, and you're thinking about making some more money.
Probably wants to ICM. He may have asked him about taking first and whatever. I don't know.
Oh, I would never do that chop.
You
Take
never
first,
did.
I take second.
No.
That's stupid.
I
would never take that chop.
I think they're checking the numbers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's.
He did. Okay.
Ron was there. The scenario was, let me just end it. I'll take first. You take second.
No, you're gonna
go to hell.
If that's the case, then just play it out. If that's the case, then just play it.
Right.
I mean,
does that? Yeah.
It does that.
If someone ever said yes to that, they should really get their head checked. But. Okay, Ron did the numbers real quickly, and they agree upon it. What was it, Ron? 31 to 27?
33, 21, and 27.50.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we got ICM there. They agreed with. So there you go.
What?
And let's get back here.
I love that Ron's on our production. He does a great job.
Yeah.
He's
my head's really large. Look at that.
You're right. When you go like that, it is. I mean,
exactly.
look, we got a bigger head than you.
What's that?
Yeah. No, I always pull my head back so it doesn't look as big as Ernest's.
All right. So I want to thank you guys.
Big dome. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast brought to you by Mustache.
Hertz Rent-A-Car. No, just anyway, biggest takeaway from this stream.
We had a lot of fun. There was a lot of action in the beginning. It dulled down for a little bit, but then we saw the action come back. It goes to show you, though, so I don't know when the chip talk was presented, but when you're chip leader, sometimes it's good to take the guaranteed money. I mean, it was a bad luck hand that happened, but that's poker. You can never know when you hit a landmine and explode like that. Aces full of 9s versus aces full of 4s. You think you're chopping the pot. So that's just really unlucky, but he won 4s versus jacks earlier, so there's that balance that we talk about. So poker's anything. It's always unpredictable. You make the money. Don't harp on the fact that you lost a hand like that. It's just, you know what? Take your steps forward. Did I spit on you by any chance? Because I do that sometimes. But there's a lot going on here that's always a fun. It's a game we talked about. It's a game for fun. If you're having fun, you're enjoying it, you're going to do well. Dom had a good time. I love seeing him on the table. We had some good players on here. A lot of good action, a lot of good plays. I think everyone's doing phenomenal. Phenomenon.
No, we saw a lot of diverse play. We saw quick, fast-paced play.
Right.
Then we saw the grind, the halt to the grind, go to the bubble. They pick them again on the final table, then they grind it again.
Right.
So we got a lot of that. We got a lot of diverse poker here, of course, on this stream today. So again, shout out to our production team. Farmart Man, thanks so much as always.
Florida Mountain Man, thank you very much.
Please come and see us one of these days, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's been
for
a long
sure.
time.
I'd love to see you on the final table.
Yeah, for real.
Commentating about it. So.
Shout out to the production team, of course. Ron, who was it? Ron was there.
Yep.
Who else?
Trevor.
Andrew.
Yep.
Yes.
You and I.
You and I, of course.
Oak Tree,
Oak
also
Tree.
known as Oak Tie.
EJ here, of course.
Yeah, Baldies.
Exactly. All the dealers did a good job today.
Dealers.
We're back tomorrow for an next stream around the same time, about 4-ish.
Yeah, it's a $50 bounty, double green chip bounty tomorrow,
Correct.
right?
Yes. So
That's all Josh in the
Tell Josh
comments,
and
fixing the
tell Josh.
mics for
Nancy,
us.
what's up?
Nancy always saying
So,
hello.
Yep. So I guess that's it from us. I'm Ernest EJ Christian. This is
Oak Tie.
Out
Next,
to
hey,
us.
we'll see both of us
Again,
next
Friday. Yes.
Very
Next
nice.
Friday. So
very good.
talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and go Panthers.